Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, kids, should I pull my balls out? That's not what I told you to say, Terry. Now let's try this again. And remember, kids, it's one education at a time.
I can make myself disappear. Yo, what's up, dog? Zipper merge in Colorado. I want to get a bunch of people's opinion on this before I say what I think. The username was in here earlier. He said, utilize both lanes to the end. And Dubwub says zipper merge. So it's basically the same thing. What up? What up, though? What's good with it? What are you doing, man? Have I ever seen you in here? J Duel? I think you might have been in here one more other time, right? Or no, it's your first time in here? Welcome in. How'd you find me? King Chow Chow in the house. What up, dog? So the question is, we got some people in here. Lane's closing. Lane closed ahead. It's like a half mile up or something. You see the little arrow thing going. Do you merge over like right away, or do you utilize both lanes all the way to the end and then you go in at the very last minute? What do you do? And why do you do it? Are you an asshole if you utilize the lane all the way to the end and now you're just trying to cut ahead in line? Or are you silly for merging a half mile down back, you know? What's your thoughts on it? Anything but a zipper merge creates congestion except for the few that follow the law. You're around. Okay. Well, how'd you find me? I just want to know. I mean, you don't have to tell me, I guess, but I like to find out how everyone found out about this channel because it's not a big channel or anything. It's a small one. So I'd like to figure out how you found me. You know, who referred you? Well, you know, sometimes some people say, I've seen memes and stuff like, oh, if the lane closest ahead and you go all the way to the front of the line, you better be sure I'm not going to let you merge in front of me because you saw that sign half a mile down the road just like I did. People like got a ton of likes. Everyone's liking it. Yeah, those guys are assholes. Don't let them in, right? So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, is that valid? Don't let them in. They're an asshole because they saw the sign half a mile down the road just like I did, or a mile down, however long. Or is it, you know, I need some more details. I mean, Dubwub told me his details, but I need some more details in here. I've been a fan for a while now. Right on, dude. Thanks, dog. Appreciate you, man. What's a while? Just kidding. I'm asking all kinds of questions. What's a while? A year, 2 years? Just kidding. I appreciate you, dog. Sorry, guys. You know me, I get I always, like I say, I always eat right before I come in here, and then I get food in my braces and shit. John Winchester in the house. I generally merge right away, but I also let people zipper in front of me as well. I'm usually just jamming to my music and vibing. Cool, man. So you don't let shit get to you. You know what I mean? If you decide, sometimes people want to merge right away because they don't want to feel like an asshole trying to merge at the last second. But you do let people in. Just it's not the end of the world. Like sometimes people get so crazy. I've been there too. I mean, I'm a road rager. We were talking about Sweet Tea. Like, there's actually this clip I want to play. I'm going to play maybe for next one. It's on my phone. I found it. It's like old ass video where she's driving like Jeff Gordon. She didn't even know I was recording her, dude. But she was driving my truck like Jeff Gordon, dude. And I was like freaking like scared for my life, dude. She was driving all crazy. And I was recording. She didn't know. And she was like laughing. And I was like, why are you laughing? And she's like, I said, because I said you drive like Jeff Gordon. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I was like, well, you're driving crazy. And she's like, you do the same thing. You do it worse. But I was like, I don't think I do it worse. Like, she was driving crazy, dude. And I know I can be an aggressive driver, but it's funny because I think we both drive the same. And we were talking about this the other day. It's like, you don't realize when you're in the car, when you're in the passenger seat, if someone starts road raging and like yelling and like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, it reminds you that that's what you do. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, it's not really a good look. So when she starts road raging, I'm like, oh man, this is what I do. This is stupid. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, yeah, don't let shit get to you. You know what I mean? So I like that answer. A year, right on, dude. Thanks, dog. Appreciate you, man. You know about the DMA 2.0 channel, right? That's the only channel you'll find new audits on. So you should subscribe to that one. I just downloaded a big on traffic science. Haven't had time to read it yet. A big? What's a big? Oh, here we got username back. I read your comment earlier. Not utilizing a lane clogs up traffic needlessly. Okay. Candace, utilize both lanes as long as possible. So we've got everyone pretty much saying the same thing. I'm all about road safety. I can be a little late to make sure everyone on the road is a bit safer. I lost one of my best friends to a car wreck when I was 13. Driving isn't worth anyone's life. Hey man, that's a good way to look at it, dude. I'm sorry about that. It seems like everyone seems to have like pretty much the same opinion in here. So we got Big Stank up in the hazy. Yo, he's got clown hair. What's up, Big Stank? How'd you find out about me, man? Get referred by someone? How'd you find out about this channel? This is a hidden channel. Not how many people know about it. 1,000 pages. Cue the audit in the house. I'm probably already in the left lane because I drive fast. When it comes to merging, I'll let one or two cars in, but not all of them. If it's an on-ramp, I'll do the zipper thing. Okay. I drive fast too. I have a sense of urgency when I drive. And so does Sweet Tea. I'm surprised she doesn't have a bunch of speeding tickets and shit. Because she's an aggressive driver herself, but I have a sense of urgency, dude. I got stuff to do. You know what I mean? Like, so like when people are clogging me up, man, taking their time, if you want to drive the speed limit, fine, dude. But like, if you're driving in the left lane, like if we're on the freeway and you're driving in the left lane and you're going like exactly the speed limit or even under, dude, you are like annoying me so bad right now, bro. If I have to pass you in the right lane, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Straight up. You don't have to speed. Just get in the other lane. Go in the slow lane then. And you drive as slow as you want, dude. But if I'm in a mood, then all bets are off. Yeah, I know. See, it seems like everyone here seems to be like on the same page here. From your DMA channel. All right, cool, man. Thanks, bro. Just letting you know, because I haven't really seen you in here before, so I'm not really familiar with you. But just letting everyone know that the DMA 2.0 channel is where you find new audits. The main channel is pretty much not going to be anything new on there. So thanks for coming in, dog. I'm a very aggressive driver. I'm getting where I'm going now. Yeah, I got shit to do, man. Time's money, bro. Keeper in the list in the house. What up, G? We got a nice little audience here today, dude. It's cool. Yo, Wicked in the house. What up, G? I saw your thing, dude. I was gonna play it actually. Send me a Facebook post on Messenger. I was gonna play that today. It's hilarious. Get the fuck out of the way, even. I don't know what that means. Get the fuck out of the way, even. I don't know what the even part means. I used to drive. I used to kite all the time. I never leave the right hand lane. Never go over the speed limit. Here's the thing, like driving stoned, because it's illegal. It's impaired driving, they say. But I don't drink and drive. I have drinking and drive before, but I don't drink and drive, and I don't smoke weed and drive. I don't even smoke weed anymore. But when I did used to smoke weed and drive, I didn't feel like I was impaired. Like I could see where, like, if you're not used to it, that it can make you impaired and cause an accident. But I actually think I'm a better driver when I'm high on weed, because I'm more aware. It calms me down. I'm not an aggressive driver. I'm not in a rush anymore. You know what I mean? I'm driving slower. And like sometimes when I would be smoking weed and driving, I would think that I'm speeding and I'd look down and I'm like going 5 under, bro. So it slows me down, man. I think I'm a better driver. So, oh, no G, it's a K. No, now I'm even more confused. Am I missing something here? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys what I think here in a second. Most of our interstates are 2-lane here. I get irrationally angry when someone stays cramped in the left lane and won't move over. Then have to pass on right. I know it's dangerous too, because the left lane's literally, if it's in Colorado at least, if the left lane, if a speed limit is 65 miles per hour or greater, the left lane is strictly for passing. Now you can cruise in the left lane if it's a lot of traffic, but it's supposed to be strictly for passing. So if you're in the left lane, you pass and then you get back over to the right. People just just drive in the road, dude. And like, it's very inconsiderate, because there's like, you can see the big old pile of people behind and we all want to go. We're all bumper to bumper here. We want to pass you, but we can't, because you're just long. Because a lot of times people have this mindset, oh, I'm going the speed limit. I mean, this is the fastest I can go legally. So tough shit, right? And maybe that's true, but if you believe that, well, I'm going the speed limit, well, then you probably also believe that the speed limit's there to make you safer. Now, I don't think that's true, but I think it's just to steal money from people. But that's probably what you think if you're thinking, oh, I'm going the speed limit. But you are not making the road safer now by doing that, because what you're doing is you can't control other people's actions. So people are going to get pissed off, and now they're going to go in the right lane and try to pass you in the right lane, which makes it more dangerous. So you're creating more of a hazard by doing that. So, I saw some meme. It was like, finally a law I can get behind. From now on, going slow in the left lane is punishable by death. I was like, yeah, that's a law I can get behind too. Okay, so let me just give my thoughts on, you see a road or a lane closing up ahead. So in Colorado, we have what's called a zipper merge. And it's actually the rules of the road. So what you're supposed to do is utilize both lanes all the way to the end, like right where the sign is, where it cuts off. And then you do the zipper merge, right? So like one car goes and the other car goes and the other car goes. And that makes the road more efficient. You're utilizing more of the road all the way to the end, instead of piling up in a big old line, a half mile, 3/4 mile up the road, and making it one lane way earlier than it should be. So that's the way, actually, like if you take driver's ed, no one takes driver's ed anymore, but that's what they teach, how you should drive in the roads. And, but see, people don't understand that. And they think that like I said, that you're trying to cut in line. Like, I'm not going to let you in. You saw that sign half a mile down the road. And so like, it's annoying to me, but at the same time, I like it, because I like the fact that people are sheep, because then I get to cut in line. I'm like, oh, cool. All these people are sheep, dude. I'm going all the way up to the front, and then I'll get in. And like sometimes they'll be an asshole though. They won't want to let you in because again, they think that you're trying to like cut in line. Is what they think. So I've had this one guy. I remember it was a red truck. I don't remember what kind it was, but like I was trying to get over, and he was like, wouldn't let me in, like trying to be on the guy's bumper. And I was like, dude, fuck this guy, man. What are you doing, bud? And I ended up getting in front of him. And then he got so pissed, he like went around on the shoulder, bro, like sped up and like got right in front of me and slammed on his brakes, dude. And I was like, dude, there's nothing worse than being a total jackass. But not only that, but being a jackass while thinking that you're in the right, but you're actually in the wrong the whole time. You know what I mean? This is the rule of the road. I actually followed the rule of the road, bro. And you're getting all this mad. Now you're committing crimes. Like that's not even a traffic infraction. That's a crime now. Reckless driving is a crime. You go to jail for that. Because I followed the rules of the road, you're committing crimes. Like, see how stupid that is? So that's what I think. Whenever I see a lane closure, I go all the way to the front, dude. That's the way you're supposed to utilize the road. And then people try to like not let you in because they're just sheep. You know what I mean? So it's stupid, man. But I actually have a video. It's a short. It's with me and Sweet Tea. And what's happened was I got over because everyone was in this lane. And like I was already in the lane. The right lane was closing. Yeah, the right lane was closing. And I was already in the left lane. And so I realized, oh, shoot, no one's using the zipper merge thing. It was like a quarter mile up or something. Everyone's piled up back here. So I was like, fuck that. So I got over in the other lane. I'm going to utilize both lanes. So I got over, and then again, people thinking that I'm trying to cut in line. No one would let me over, dude. So I'm like trying to like get over and like, I'm revving and trying to get over. Like, dude, again, fuck, someone's got to let me over, man. Fuck you guys. And then because of that, the cops that were up there for whatever was an accident, like pulled me over, like, hey, like put their hand up, pull over. And I was like, what do you need, man? And he's like, yeah, there's an accident. Can you please slow down so we don't have another accident? I was like, slow down? I was like, dude, I wasn't even driving fast, man. What are you talking about? Like, this is a zipper merge here and no one was letting me in. And the other cop was like, there was two cops. The other one was like, I saw you get from this lane into this lane. I said, is that illegal? And he just sat there. I was like, yeah, it's not illegal. Leave me alone, man. And I rolled my window up and took off. And the cop was like, excuse me. And then I just took off, dude. It was a hilarious. And then Sweet Tea's in the back. Well, that was a good one. It's a hilarious short, dude. Maybe I'll play it later. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. Way behind on the chat here. I'm not used to having the chat. I'm not used to having 14 people in here, guys. This is crazy. It's the most. If you drive naked, you're more paranoid than after smoking weed. I don't know, man. I've never driven naked, so I couldn't really say. I know that it's illegal to drive without shoes on, which is weird. I don't know why that would be. I guess you're not able to hit the pedals right. I don't know why that would be a thing. Some people believe you shouldn't even run. You shouldn't even wear shoes. It's actually running with shoes on is bad for you. Messes up your joints more. It's like because it puts you in an unnatural way of running. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to just kind of skip past some of these. Yeah. Smoking and driving is nothing like drinking and driving for sure. And even drinking and driving, I'm not advocating for drinking and driving, guys, because I'm really not. But I will state the facts though. Just like when I say that I don't support Trump, because I don't, but I'm also not going to deny the facts and be like, oh, he's a racist and all that other stuff that people say about him. I'm not going to do that. The same thing with drinking and driving. I'm not advocating for drinking and driving, but I'm also not going to deny the facts. And the facts are that most people drink and drive about 800 times before they get their first DUI. Okay. I'm not saying it's not dangerous. It is clearly. I mean, obviously it is. But people drink and drive, not before they get into an accident and hurt someone, just before they even get their first DUI, dude. So like people do it all the time. And like when people start hurting people from drinking and driving, it's because they're like so wasted that they're like, they can barely walk and that kind of thing. Yeah, there might be somebody that's, they're a little bit intoxicated. They're not shitty wasted, but it impaired and they couldn't make a fast enough judgment and they get into an accident. But most of them are because they're just so wasted, bro, that they can't even, I mean, they can barely walk, let alone try to drive. You know what I mean? That's why. So most people that are drinking and driving, yeah, they probably shouldn't be driving. They're impaired, but they're not so wasted that they're like, for sure wreck. You know what I mean? Like if you could do it 800 times at a, 0.08 or a 0.1, you know, that's my opinion. It's not that dangerous. It is dangerous. I'm not saying, again, I know people get all hurt about that. Oh, DMA thinks you should drink and drive. I mean, I do think it's a victimless crime. It is. By definition, it's a victimless crime, but I'm not saying that people should do it. Just like I think that speeding is a victimless crime. It's not a crime, it's a traffic infraction, but it's a victimless whatever. I don't think people should speed either. I speed sometimes, but I don't think people should go, double the speed limit. But it is a victimless thing, though, right? There's no victim unless you hurt someone, and that's already illegal. So, it goes to 80 in Utah. Yeah, 75. I remember when they changed it from 65 to 75. It was like in the 90s, I think. And remember, like it was like Reagan days, where they had like the 55. And then like even the speed limits, like the speedometers on your car, it'd be like 55 with a circle around it because it was like the fastest you can ever go in the United States. And they realized that doesn't do anything, man. People are going to drive the speed they want to drive anyways, because I say speed limits are stupid. What's up, Joseph? Colorado speed limit 65 plus 2 or more lanes in one direction. You cannot loiter in the left lane. I actually got a ticket once too. Good to see you, Joseph, by the way. I got a ticket once in Colorado. I was driving in the mountains he pulled me over for 2 things. 1 for speeding and 2 for driving too slow in the left lane. I was like, hold on, wait a second. How can I be speeding and driving too slow in the left lane at the same time, man? And it was a total contradiction. This was before I even had a YouTube channel. It was before I probably even was really watching audits. I don't even remember when this was. It was like 2015, 2016, something like that. And I was going to take it to everything. And nowadays, I probably would, because that's a good argument, dude. How could I be speeding? Because he was pacing me. But like I would have got off on one of them, right? I can't be both speeding and driving too slow in the left lane at the same time, right? Because I know that like I was in my old little truck and it sucked, dude, and didn't have that much power. And so I think I was driving too slow, like people trying to pass me, but I couldn't go fast enough. And then when I realized like, okay, my truck doesn't have enough power, then I got over to the right lane. So people could pass. But then at that point, like the cop already saw me and shit, and like he was trying to get in front, like to pull me over. But then he wrote me the ticket for, I think, speeding. I don't know which one he wrote me a ticket for. One of the 2. But he said I was doing both. I'm like, dude, that's just, that type of policing is not about safety at all. Yeah, I hate people driving too slow in the left lane too. But I mean, I did get over. When he pulled me over, I was in the right lane. I told him that, dude, when you pulled me over, I was in the right lane. I'd been in the right lane for a while. So like at that point, he's just trying to fuck with people, dude. They're just trying to like steal money from you. You know what I mean? That's why people don't like cops, man. That's why people in this chat, they don't like cops. So stuff like that. My driver's ed teacher taught us to speed to pass. I got a ticket for doing that. Oh, really? I mean, if you're driving just the way like you should drive, then yeah, you should speed to pass. Just pass them and then go back to the speed limit. I mean, technically it's illegal, but see, the problem with government is that government tries to tell us what to do like we're kindergartners. You know what I mean? Like we have to have, government tell you what to do to keep you safe. You know what I mean? Like I can't make a big boy decision and just, speed for a quarter mile till I pass this guy and then go back. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're dangerous, bud. You gotta have money stolen from you for that. You're gonna get a ticket. Yeah, that's true. That's how it is in Colorado. People want to drive slow in the left lane. Oh, that's funny, dude. Colorado State Patrol will get you for speeding to pass. They say you can't break one law to do something else lawful. Government wants your cash. You know what's funny is that you said they say you can't break one law to do something else lawful. Well, do you notice how police, when they're sitting on the side of the road with their radar gun, right in the freeway, and then you zoom past them and you're speeding, do you know how fast they have to speed to catch up to you? They're at a complete stop on the freeway, dude. You zoom past them, they got to put their gun down, they got to freaking throw it and drive. Boom, they got to haul ass, dude. They got to be going like, if you're going, say the speed limit is 75 and you're going 85, going 10 over, they got to be going like 100 and something to catch you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that never made any sense to me of how they can speed even way faster than you were speeding, and then they could turn on their fucking strobe lights and force other drivers off the road, like causing all this hazard, bro, so that they can pull you over because you were causing a hazard by driving too fast, so they can teach you a lesson about making the road safer. Well, they just made the road way unsafe than you ever were going to for your whole trip. You see what I'm saying? Like the one thing that I hate about policing, and there's lots of things, but that's one of the main things I hate, is traffic enforcement because of stuff like that, dude. And people don't really realize that, man. I don't think they're such bootlickers, and they're such, I need government to tell me what's right and wrong like I'm a child, that they don't sit down and critically think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? That in order to enforce speeding laws, the cop has to be way more dangerous to even enforce it, man. Yeah, J-Town jumped out on I-25, and I wasn't even speeding, dude. I won that ticket, by the way. He lied on the stand. He said that he was pacing me for like, it was so many miles going that speed, going like 15 over, he said. I'm like, dude, so you expect, I even told my attorney, I was like, say this. And he did. It's like, dude, you expect the judge, because, you know, it's a bench trial and tickets like that. You expect the judge to believe that you are pacing him for like 5 miles, he said, and that he was going 15 miles an hour over the speed limit for 5 miles consecutively. Like, he's not going to notice that and slow down. Like, that cop was straight up lying, dude, the whole time, bro. Lying piece of crap, that cop was. I know, man, it's kind of weird. I know all the cool kids do it. I haven't quite got there yet. I don't really like to drive naked. I'm more of like to just, you know, streak down the road naked. You know, in the middle of the night, just get naked and go run down the street. It's more fun. Yeah, you got to live more adventurous than just driving naked. That's nothing. Yeah, I mean, you got leather seats because that makes it even extra weird, right? You know, they got like their little sweat on there or something. Nah. Calling the FBI on me, bro. I actually have an FBI video. It's for members only on the main DMA channel. I never made it for everyone because I just didn't think it was good enough. And like, that's the thing too. Like, I've had people real quick talk about like they unsubscribe for me because I'm pay-per-view now and all that shit. Anything that is on members only, that is from members only video, it's not something that I'm taking away from everyone else. It's something extra that they get, right? So I'm like making full-on audits and, you know, edit them all nice and everything just for my members. That's stupid. I would never do that because I do want the content out. That's the main thing. And then if people say that it's about money, well, if it was about money, I'd make way more money just making it public. Like, the amount of money I make on my members is like way less than I would make if I just make it public for everyone. You know what I mean? So that doesn't make sense either way. But I do have an FBI one on there. There's a J-Town and Sweet Tea. here. Let's see here. Change a song up, I think. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that, I guess. Well, I just wanted to say that. But let's watch that video real quick. See if I can. Well, let me see. Play that because it has to do with what we're talking about.
She's what?
See if I can find it here. I think I put it up a couple times. There it is. Oh, sorry. Let's go this one. I'll do this one.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Good. We're trying to get through, man.
I know. Just the traffic accident, can you just slow down so we don't have another accident?
Yeah,
please?
well, this is
Just
they're
slow
supposed
down,
to
okay?
zipper merge here. No one's letting me in, so
Well,
I wasn't even
okay.
driving fast, man.
I saw you come from this lane into this lane.
Is that illegal?
Sir, just
It's not illegal. Yeah, just leave me alone, man.
Excuse me?
How dare you? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, that should be a good one.
Dumbass.
Did you hear Sweet Tea at the end? Oh, that's going to be a good one. So that's my my zipper merge one. And now I'm thinking I got to put that up. Actually, that'd be a good one for like some of my other channels, like Sweet Miracle and this channel, the one of Sweet Tea like laughing because she was driving like Jeff Gordon, dude. That shit was crazy, dude. I was like scared for my life, dude. That's why she was laughing like that, because I was like scared for my life the way she was driving, dude. It was so crazy, man. You know, and I'm scared for my truck's life too. I like that truck, dude. And she was like, she thought it was so hilarious because I drive like that. I was like, dude, I don't drive like that. I know I drive aggressively, but like that was crazy, dude. Because you know, my truck is, it's not like a race car, but it's got some, you know, it's got some get up and go, especially compared to what she is used to driving. So she was like, thought it was so cool. And, you know, I mean, it sounds tough. It's got a nice exhaust on it and everything. So she was just like, thought she was Jeff Gordon, man. It was funny. So I don't know, guys. What else? Let's see. 12 people in here. How many of people in here are trolls, you think? I think all the people that will least acknowledge and like say hi, I think they're like you guys. But I think anyone who sits in here and doesn't say anything, they lurk, they're troll. I just like to look at, see what I'm going to say, so they can just make themselves mad. Yo, what up, Craig? Pueblo to Denver speed limit should be 100, except for the turns. Yes. Well, I mean, really, there should never be a speed limit, dude. It should be Autobahn, in my opinion. Because speed limit doesn't actually prevent, excuse me, it doesn't prevent people from speeding. It doesn't. It's already illegal. People still going to just drive whatever they're going to drive, dude. People still drive 150, you know? But yes, Pueblo to Denver. I mean, dude, I can drive like 100 on I-25 and that strip you're talking about. And I don't even feel like I'm driving fast, dude. You know, if you got a newer vehicle it's a decent vehicle. It's going to drive smooth, man. We were driving like 100 in my Volvo, dude. I was like, dude, I'm driving 100. I was like, damn, this shit seems, even in my truck too, I could drive 100 in my truck. It doesn't even feel like I'm driving that fast. So where are you from, bro? Craig? Good to see you in here. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. How'd you find me? Everyone who's new has got to tell me who referred you. 3. No, 2. 1. I'm sitting under a bridge right now. Right. N9W5. Okay. Are you really though? You sit under a bridge? Was that say news? Right news? I like the nonsense in California where cars 70 and trailers 55. Talk about creating a road hazard. Oh, really? That's how it is in California? I didn't know that. Yeah. Make it like way different. Yeah. Well, I mean, all the stuff that they claim is intended to make the road safer makes the road more dangerous. And it's not intended to make the road safer. It's intended to generate revenue, right? And like another example, like that's an example right there. It's really intended to create revenues. They can bust people, who are driving too fast with their trailer. But they claim it's for safety. Another one is those red light. I always protest the speed trap vans here, and they have the red light ones too. If you run the red light, it takes a picture of your license plate and they mail you a ticket. And the reason why a lot of cities in Colorado have got rid of those is a couple of reasons. Number one, because people are started to realize that you don't actually have to pay those because they lie and manipulate you. Government is allowed to lie to you, right? Police officers are constitutionally allowed to lie to you, dude. So what they do is they mail you stuff saying, oh, you're going to have a warrant for your arrest and all this stuff. And so usually they're able to bully people. That's why Sheridan still does it. They make, $42,000 a month on red light tickets and photo radar. But people started wising up. It's not a law, dude. Like the only way they can really enforce it, and I'm not an attorney, this is my opinion, but from my research, the only way they can enforce that is if they send someone to physically serve you a summons. Then it's legit. Then you have to go to court, or otherwise you can just ignore it. So that's one reason why they got rid of them. But the other reason is they was creating more accidents. So people started realizing that there's a red light camera at this light. Well, if the light turns yellow, especially, if you're kind of like, a beta or you're a sheep or whatever, then people started slamming on their brakes because, you can go through a yellow light as long as you're in the intersection while it's still yellow, that's legal. If it turns red while you're in the intersection, you're still fine. As long as it was yellow when you crossed into the intersection, that's perfectly legal. So people were like so scared to get a ticket that they'd slam on their brakes, dude. And then like the guy behind them was even like, they were going to run through it. You know what I mean? They're like, there's no way I'm stopping for that. I'm already too far. And so they slam on the brakes and then somebody rear end them and it caused a pile up and shit. And so it's like it's intended to make the road safer. It's making the road less safe. And that's another thing too. Even like this traffic enforcement stuff, like when you see a cop on the freeway, right? And you're driving, trying to go to work, dude. And then you see him with this fucking stupid radar gun shit. You start slamming on your brakes and shit. And then you're like, oh, fuck, I wasn't even speeding, dude. I've done that so many times where I look down, I'm like, oh shit, cop. It's like an instinct, dude. Like you can't help it. Hit the brakes and then you look and you weren't even speeding, bro. And I'm like, dude, how much hazard is that causing though? I'd like to see some research on that. Like how many accidents are caused by cops just sitting there on the fucking side of the road because people are slamming their brakes. People get distracted, dude. Like what if someone was texting behind you, bro? And like they didn't see the cop and then, they shouldn't be texting and driving, but I mean, people do it. And so you slam on your brakes, you see a cop and you didn't know that you weren't even speeding and bam, they ram into you. I mean, they're creating more of a hazard, dude. Again, and then when they got to pull you over, they're creating more of a hazard by having to go 120 or however fast they got to go, at least 100, bro, to catch up to you. You know what I mean? It's stupid, man. It's predatory policing, dude. It's ridiculous. I can't believe that there's so many Americans that just stand for that. Like they're like, if you don't want it, just don't speed, just drive the speed limit and all these, status, bro. Like I can't believe there's so many people that are like that, have that mindset. I'm like, dude, man, your forefathers would be like rolling in their graves, dude. They'd be like throwing up in their mouth hearing their future generation, right? Like my great grandson talk like that. I don't think that the founders would be like totally cool with like traffic laws the way they are right now. I know there wasn't like traffic stuff back then, but I just don't feel like they would be gung-ho about speed limits and, photo radar. You run a red light, take a picture of your license plate and send you a bill. Like, I just don't feel like they would be down with that, man. I don't. Yes, they're private companies and they handle everything, dude. They don't have, the company takes the picture. Well, the company provides the van that Deborah Swenson sits in, and they take the pictures and they send it to the company, and the company mails out the bills, everything. Like the company is mailing out the bill saying you need to pay this to the city of Sheridan. It's not the government that's sending you. It's not the actual Sheridan. It's the company that they contract, dude. It's not fucking, they can't make you do anything. You're just some fucking private company. You can't make me pay anything. But if you voluntarily just pay it and you get manipulated, well then yeah, now they got you, dude. You're fucked. And so they also say on there, if you pay it, there's not going to be any points on your license. You just pay the fine, it goes away. That's another manipulation tactic that they use. Yeah, there's no points because you can't put points, dude. Like you don't have any. You don't have anything. You got some private company who's not law enforcement suggesting that I should probably pay this, suggesting that I should make a donation to the city of Sheridan. That's essentially what it is. So yeah, you can't put any points on my license. And they act like they're doing you a favor. If you just pay it, there won't be any points. And again, they could, if they wanted to push the matter and like, pay someone to go try to serve you, like go find you. Where does he live? Like, where does he work? Let's go try to find this guy and serve him for this ticket. It's going to cost them way more money to do that than the $90 that it is for the ticket. You know what I mean? So yeah, they could do that if they wanted, but they're not going to. I could see them doing that to me because they would retaliate against me specifically. They might have called the company and be like, hey, if you get this license plate, let us know. You know what I mean? We're coming out. We'll put a warrant for it. They couldn't do a warrant, but they would try to find me. I could see that, dude. Stockholm syndrome. Yes. Bootlicking is Stockholm syndrome, dude. Supporting your own oppressors. You know what I mean? Stockholm syndrome. And I'll take it a step further, dude. Like being patriotic is Stockholm syndrome. Saying, yeah, thank you, supporting the troops, dude, is Stockholm syndrome, bro. The founders of this country thought that standing armies make you less safe. And they do. They make you less safe, bro. They're not protecting your freedom. That's why I always say, how many freedoms do we have to lose before we stop collectively thanking the troops for protecting our freedoms? You see what I'm saying? Because brown people in third world countries aren't actually taking your freedoms away. Your own government is taking them away, right? So you gotta remember that. So I'll go as far as saying, yeah, even, thanking the troops, dude, that's Stockholm syndrome, dude. The troops are literally the invaders. They're making you less safe, bro. Like the countries that hate us in the Middle East, they don't hate us because like what I did or what you did. They hate us because of what the military does, bro. They invaded their fucking country and bombed shit because they're trying to get rid of some bad people. But there's all these casualties, and you're over there and your wife and kids got bombed and you lost everything, bro. And now your wife and kids are dead. And that's actually what creates blowback, which is creating enemies faster than you can kill them. And now they join ISIS because they're like, fuck these guys, man. I just lost everything for these American motherfuckers. So yeah, it literally makes you less safe. If the military was used only if like somebody invaded us, well then yeah, it would keep us safer. It does. That's not what the United States. When was the last time the U.S. has been invaded, bro? I don't know if we've ever been invaded. I think it was Pearl Harbor was the last attack on the United States. So if it was used for that, then it would make you safer. But the United States military makes you less safe, bro, because of the way that the government uses it. Yeah, they get wood from me, bro. They can't stand me. I saw a police officer. I think it was Officer Fowl. I was driving to the rec center, bro, and I think I saw Officer Fowl from Sheridan. If you guys know him, he's actually one of the best ones, dude. I like Fowl, and I like him as much as I can like a police officer, and I like him as much as I can like a Sheridan police officer. But I don't feel like my life's in danger around Fowl. The other guys, some of those guys, like I literally feel like my life's in danger, bro. Like they're the kind of guys that if there wasn't body cams, you know, they're the kind of guys that would take you to an alley and just beat your ass, bro. And then they'd say that you were resisting or some shit when they took you to jail. You know, those are the kind of guys that work at Sheridan, bro. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. Oh, yes. Protecting CIA-owned poppy fields to bring home and sell to the cartels. Yeah, you know, like the Afghanistan. It's like the poppy seed, the poppy field or whatever, like capital of the world and stuff. I mean, that's another reason why conflict with Afghanistan. And then you notice that right after that, there's a huge heroin epidemic. You notice that? Like, it's not a coincidence, dude. I've said this before. There's no such thing as a war on drugs. It's just a war on the people who use them. That's it. The United States has been busted a bunch of times, dude, bringing drugs in. Everyone knows that they bring the drugs in, bro. But like, that's what I'm saying. People are so closed-minded. They're such bootlickers and status that they don't want to hear it, man. It's like cognitive dissonance. It just blows my mind of how dumbed down Americans are, dude. It's pathetic, bro. I've said before, the founders of this country would have been stacking bodies decades ago, bro. There would have been a revolution fucking probably in like 1913. I think probably like when they made the Federal Reserve. That'd have been a revolution right there, bro. It didn't take that long for them to become pussies, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a war on the poor more than anything. What was it? Some video I was watching. Oh, what was it about, man? It was talking about how essential. Oh, it's similar. It's about talking about the lottery and people who buy lottery tickets. The vast majority of them are in poverty, right? Because you're poor, man. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You're in debt, and you're like, oh, fucking man, I'll buy this lottery ticket. Like, it would do me so good, right? But like, the chances of you winning, you already know they're very slim, very, very slim. So people that have money, they're not going to waste their money on some stupid lottery ticket, some wish, you know what I mean? Like, they have money anyways, they're fine. Even middle class. I'm not rich out of middle class, but, you know, I have my needs met. You know, I can go out to eat on the weekends. You know, I can put my kids in their sports. You know, I can have a couple toys. You know, I'm not balling out of control, but, you know, I'm comfortable. You know, I'm living life, dude. You don't have like a reason for like, I gotta go buy a lotto ticket. The people that are poor as fuck are the ones buying lotto tickets, man. And the government gets most of the money, dude. So number one, they're selling you the ticket. They get all the money from the ticket sales, which is like half, I think, right? Like, so whatever the jackpot, if the jackpot's 500 million, that means they sold like $1 billion worth of tickets. And then half of it goes to whoever wins it. But then they tax the actual winnings by like 40%. So they're getting the vast majority of all the fucking lottery, bro. The government goes all to the government, dude. And the people that are paying for these tickets are fucking poor, dirt poor, dude. They're broke as fuck. So it's literally just a way that the government is like taking more money from poor people. I mean, we're talking literally like billions, hundreds of billions of dollars per year that these lotteries collect, that the government collects from poor people. It's fucked up, dude. What sports do you have your kids in? You know, Loaf, he's a wide receiver. That's his nickname, wide receiver. I mean, Sweet Tea actually came up with that because when I throw him the ball or whatever we're playing with, we do this thing because he anticipates it. Because like as soon as we're wrestling with it, and then as soon as I grab it, he knows I don't like wait. I just throw it right away, so he knows. So he just starts taking off running right away, and then if I don't throw it right away, he'll like look over his shoulder like I'm throwing him a pass. You know what I mean? So his name is wide receiver, but I mean, Loaf would be a good football player. I remember reading Sweet Tea telling me the other day that Loaf is a very masculine dog. He is, dude. He's a very masculine dog. He's like the epitome of masculinity. Yes. It's a tax on them, and it's just taking money from them because they're the one buying the tickets. And then if you win, the government takes half. It's so crazy. So they get like, you know, I think they get like 70% of everything that comes from the lottery. The government gets like 70% of it. And then whoever wins the lottery gets like 30%. All money for the government, dude. It's a big giant scam. And people just waiting in line to just give their money away. You know, if you buy a ticket, say you buy 20 tickets a year. Some people buy 52 tickets a year and actually more, buy 100 and something. There's like 2 lotteries a week usually. And there's a bunch of different lotteries. So people can spend, I mean, literally hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year on lottery tickets, bro. Several hundreds of dollars. The lottery ticket's like $2. It could be, you know, 2-3 tickets you could buy in a week. It's like $6 a week on lottery, and you're bored, dude. Just in the hopes that you could win, you know. Like winning the lottery is like if you took 60 bathtubs. Think of 60 bathtubs, and you fill every bathtub to the brim with rice. And you take one of those grains of rice and you color it purple. And then you take somebody and you say, hey, give me $2. And then you're going to go out there to those 60 bathtubs of rice, and you're going to be blindfolded, and you're going to pick one grain of rice out of that bathtub. And if it's purple, then you win. Like, would you do that? Would you give the $2 for the chance of doing that? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe you'd be like, oh, dude. When you put it in perspective like that, it's like, oh, man. I don't know. I just don't see that great. I don't even know if it's worth $2. It's like throwing $2 away. I've never seen the guy with the buck teeth trying to win scratchers. So today for dinner, I ate bacon and this like, it's not a summer sausage like the kielbasa type sausages. It's like it looks like it's like a U shape. And then I cooked the bacon, and then I cooked those sausages in the bacon grease, and then I fried the eggs in the bacon grease too. And the dogs love it. So they got like an egg each, and then they got one piece of bacon, not each, like they split a piece of bacon, and then I gave them some of the sausage too. But like these eggs that I buy, the really expensive ones. They're like now they're like $10 a fucking dozen. They used to be $8. Now they're 10. But like the ones that are the yolks are not yellow. They're like orange, like really dark. And when you first see it, you're like, ooh, it kind of looks weird because you're not used to it. But they taste they're so flavorful. I never add salt to my eggs. They just have so much flavor to them. And they're really good. Eggs are really good for you. It's like a superfood. And eggs are, for a man, really good for testosterone. Like it's definitely a muscle. Wicked Wembley probably let me know on this one too. Probably agree. It's a muscle building food, bro. It's, first of all, it's great protein, high quality protein. And there was this guy, I don't remember who he was. It was an older guy, older bodybuilder dude back in like the 30s, I think. He said, I don't know if it was the 30s. It was a long time ago. But he said, if somebody could eat 100 eggs a day, it would be the same as taking steroids. Because cholesterol is a precursor for testosterone. So cholesterol is what your body uses to make testosterone. So the more cholesterol you have, the higher testosterone is. And cholesterol, there's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Not all cholesterol is bad. In fact, cholesterol is not really bad at all. The only way cholesterol is bad and it clogs your arteries is because you have a vitamin C deficiency. And vitamin C is what your body uses to repair its arterial walls. So if you have a lack of vitamin C and your arteries start getting thin, your body's going to do whatever it has to do to keep you alive. So it's going to use the next best thing. So your body's so intelligent, it's thinking, okay, it's better to die, 10, 15 years from now from a clogged artery than tomorrow from a bursted artery. So I'm going to take all this cholesterol, I'm going to use it as a plaster on the arteries to strengthen up these weak spots. So if you eat plenty of vitamin C, or you take a multivitamin, you shouldn't have a cholesterol problem anyways, clogging your arteries. But eggs is good cholesterol and they're really healthy. But I mean, you couldn't really eat 100 eggs a day. You know what I mean? Think about it. You probably could try to, but then you would get so sick of eggs. You know what you can do though? If you want to naturally raise your testosterone, and I've tried this and it worked. I never actually had any blood work done, so I can't tell, but I can tell that it worked by just the way that I was. I could tell my testosterone was through the roof, bro. Is onions. Onions boost your testosterone. They say 2 onions a day, but I couldn't handle 2 onions, so I just did 1 onion a day. And the best way to do it is juice them. So I actually bought a juicer and I juiced a fucking onion, bro. And it was like, I get like a couple shots worth from 1 onion. And I drink it and it's supposed to just explode your testosterone. After like 2 days of 2 or 3 days of juicing onions, dude, my testosterone was fucking through the roof, bro. I don't know what it was. I wish I could have got tested. I never did, but I just knew it was because I was like the most alpha motherfucker out there, bro. My confidence was like to the extreme. I was loving it, dude. I was like, this is fucking amazing, bro. But I couldn't keep doing it, dude, because it was so disgusting. I love onions, but like try juicing an onion, bro, and drinking it. My stepdad did it. He's like, oh, let me try some. And he was even thought it was disgusting, dude, because it's so what's the word for it? Not intense, but strong, whatever it is, very strong, dude. It made me nauseous for like 30 minutes to an hour afterwards. Like I just wanted to throw up. It's fucking disgusting, dude. It's so gross. I tried to mix it with orange juice. Maybe that'd make it better. Like I'm just sitting there nauseous, like wanting to throw up for like an hour, bro. Each time I was like, I can't fucking do this anymore. I was like, I'm going to try something else. I'm just going to try to eat an onion. I can't do the juice. It's too disgusting. I'll eat an onion a day. And so I was like, it has to be raw and you can't cook it. So I was like trying to figure out ways to eat a whole onion. I was eating like tuna and I was putting like shitloads of fucking onion in it, like, a quarter of a whole onion and some tuna fish and eating it. And like, I was like, dude, but I was like, I love onions though, bro. Like if I continue on this, I'm going to fucking not be able to stand onions. I was like, I don't want that. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep it up. But try it, dude. If you guys ever want to, Wicked Wembley, dude, try like juicing an onion or eating a full onion a day, raw onion for like 2-3 days, and then go to the gym, bro, and see if you can like put up more weight. Let me know if it works for you, or do a test. Go get a testosterone level tested, and then schedule for like another week to do it again, and juice the onion, and then go in and get your levels checked and see what it is. They did it on rats, and it increased their testosterone by like hundreds of percent, like 200-300%. So if you have a baseline of, let's say, 600 nanograms per deciliter, and then you increase it by 300%, now you're at 1800 nanograms per deciliter, dude. That's such a fucking high. That's like taking steroids, dude. And it's natural too. Onions are disgusting. They're like, you either love them or you hate them, and some people are kind of impartial to them, but they're strong. Sweet Tea loves onions, dude. She loves onions and garlic, because onions and garlic are kind of, if you don't like onions, like I bet you don't like garlic either, right, Dubs? And I remember she made me this green chili one time. She loves onions, dude, and it was like so fucking oniony, bro. I told her, I was like, I didn't even eat it. I threw some of it away. I ate some, but like I threw the rest away. It was too oniony. And she's the same way with like spaghetti. She'll put like tons of fucking onions and like tons of like garlic, because I like garlic too and onions, but like garlic and onions are more of like a garnish to like make it taste better, but not like the main thing that you're eating. That's how she likes it. Beet juice is good for testosterone, because I know beets alone are like, it's a superfood, dude. It's great, and I like it because it tastes like dirt, and I like that. I like the taste of dirt. It's like it's earthy type of taste. You know what I mean? So I like beets. No one says sexy. You know what I used to do, bro? Because if you take a garlic and you crush it, you wait about 5 to 10 minutes. So I wait about 7 minutes. It releases this chemical, and I don't remember what it's called, but you have to eat it raw. So you crush like a big clove of garlic, or 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, and you let it sit for about 7 minutes, and then you just take it, put it in your mouth, and you just drink some water like you're taking a pill. Raw garlic. And the chemical that's in that, once you smash it, it has to be smashed, not just, because smashing it is what makes it create the chemical. It releases a chemical that is a very strong antibacterial and antiviral. So like I used to do that when I get sick, because whether it was the flu or just like cold or whatever it was, like antibacterial and antiviral. So it would help you get, feel better faster, but it makes you smell like garlic. I remember I was at work, I was an electrician, and like someone was like, oh man, somebody's been eating garlic. And I was like, oh, that's me, dude, I'm sick. Another thing too is garlic and onions are bad for semen flavor. I mean, I don't know personally, but like I read on it. So like, they say pineapple, like fruit, and pineapple juice specifically is good to make your semen taste better. So, like if it's like blowjob week or something, and your girl's gonna give you a blowy, then you might want to like eat a bunch of pineapple that week, dude, and make it taste better for her. But like garlic, onion, coffee is like bad. It makes your semen taste bad. Alcohol makes it taste bad. So be cognizant of that, I guess. If you're trying to get over a cold and you're taking a bunch of garlic, maybe that's not blowjob week or something. Oh yeah. Probably like mushrooms. Love me some shrooms. Yeah, I do. Like, like even magic mushrooms. Like I like that shit. Like, I like that kind of flavor. I like to like weird stuff. Like when I was a kid, I used to eat weird stuff. Like I used, chalk, the chalkboard. When you're a kid, I used to fucking like chalk, dude. And like I still a little piece of chalk, not a full stick, but a little one, the little ones that they have. I fucking eat it, dude. It fucking tastes good. It's like chalky. And then I used to like baby powder. Johnson & Johnson's baby powder kind of tastes like chalk. It's weird. I know it's weird, but I liked it. I was like baby powder and chalk, man. It tastes good. I haven't eaten baby powder and chalk in decades, but I don't think I'd eat baby powder again, but chalk sounds good. Those weird things like all these weird stuff that people do, fetishes people like. Some people like to eat cigarette ashes. There's this one person who used to like to like bathe in bleach. Like they'd get in the bathtub and get all bleachy and like all like, you know, it's kind of that slimy feeling. Oh, dude, that's so bad for you, dude. That bleach is getting into your body, to your skin. If you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin. Same thing with like lotion. You read it's got all those chemicals on it. It's getting into your body just like you were eating it. Same way. It's always blowjob week. Yeah, man. If you got a good girlfriend, then it's always blowjob week. Yeah, you said it was blowjob week. I know you're Queen Blowy. Remember we talked about that. I mean, I don't know, dude. If I was a girl, I would appreciate that. You know, if a guy was like eating a bunch of pineapple for me or something, I don't know. It'd be cool. And, you know, be thoughtful. You know, because as guys, dude, we really just like guys, we want you to like love it. You know what I mean? We want you to just be like, oh yeah. Like, and if you have to fake it, I mean, because you don't really like it. I mean, I know you don't, but you fake it, dude, for us. You know what I mean? But like, if it tasted good, you know, if you ate a bunch of pineapple that day or a couple days prior, maybe it would taste better. You know what I mean? So maybe it'd make it better for you and then make it better for us too. Because like really what we want is you to like pretend like oh, you can't fucking get enough of it, even though we know that you do that for us. You know what I mean? It's not like really like your thing, it's for us. We appreciate that, but we at least want you to pretend like you like it. Like if you get like all grossed out by it and it like takes like the good out of it. You know what I mean? So you gotta fake it. Allison, yes, Allison. Or is that how you say it, Allison? Yo, what's up, Sean? What is the title? I don't know what you mean. Good to see you, though, Sean. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. How'd you find me, bro? Yeah, little candy hearts. Yeah, they're kind of chalky. I like those too. Oh, really? I knew you were the blowy queen. So did you blow some dude who that liked onions a lot? I mean, obviously you did, right? If you know about that. It's funny. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Yes. The title is, if you see a lane that's closed ahead, right? Like, and it's got like the sign, you can see it, it's got the arrows pointing and shit. Do you merge right away as soon as you notice that, or do you wait all the way to the end? Excuse me. And then merge at the last second. What do you do, Sean? I'll get your opinion on this. French fries and paste. What's paste? What kind of paste, though? Not specifically onions. So what specifically then? I need to know the details. That's not Sean Paul Reyes, is it? Throat goat, blowy queen. I mean, I'll call her blowy queen. She probably hates us for that shit. I mean, hey, dude, you know, one thing is like, especially for guys, if we make fun of you, that means we like you. You know what I mean? Like, guys don't make fun of people that they don't like. If we're making fun of you, you can tell if it's like because we don't like you or if we like you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like guy humor. And I think you get that because I've told you that you have kind of guy sense of humor, it seems like. So, because that's how guys are. Like guys like make fun of our friends and shit, and like we think it's funny for our friends' misfortunes. You know, you ever seen that show? What's that show with the three friends? Impractical Jokers. That shit's so funny to me, dude. It's just three friends, they're best friends, and they just like to embarrass each other. Like that's guy humor, dude. So that's why we always make fun of each other and shit. It's hilarious. That's why when I say, like, you know, we used to say, you know, words that are like forbidden to say nowadays, or you say gay and like fag, like, yeah, I know that's like a taboo thing to say nowadays, but back when I was younger, like that was just a word we said, not because we're being homophobic, but you know, because you're being fucking gay, bud. Quit being gay, you know, or whatever. Yeah, that's true, man. If the guys are clowning on you, dude, I mean, you can tell the difference. Like if you could feel it, you know what I mean? If they really don't like you, they could be clowning on you. But for the most part, like if they're clowning on you, they accept you as one of their friends. They feel comfortable with you. You know what I mean? Like if I feel comfortable around you to like clown on you and make fun of you, it's because I feel, you know, a connection with you. You know, we're vibing. You know what I mean? But if I don't feel comfortable enough to like make fun of you, then you're not really a good friend. You know what I mean? If I'm like afraid of what you'll say or you'll react a certain way, then you're not really a good friend. I'm not really that close to you. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird, man. Like I said, social psychology, man, social dynamics. It's a very interesting thing for me. Yeah. I'm not roasting you. You're not my friend, dude. And you know, I don't see girls don't do that. It's definitely a guy thing. So come on, Sean. What do you think, man? What do you do? Do you merge right away, or do you wait to the end and then merge last minute? If I don't roast myself in front of you, I don't trust you. It sounds weird, but it is what it is. Roast yourself? Like make fun of yourself? Yeah, let's watch something good. What do you got, bro? You never let me down so far. Yeah, that's the best way, dude. Make fun of yourself. I make fun of myself a lot of times. When you make fun of yourself, it's a good what's it called when you diffuse something? It's not diffuse what I'm looking for, but if you diffuse something, like when someone's making fun of you, you own it. You know what I mean? That's the best way to like take away their power, is you own everything. Because if you own everything that they're trying to make fun of you for, then what do they have, right? Like when people tell you, I said before in here, if you remember, someone say, oh yeah, with your little 3-inch cock. I say, oh, 3-inch? Damn, bud, you're giving me way too much credit, dude. I wish I had a 3-inch cock, bro. That's fucking huge. Like, where can they go with that? You know what I mean? Like, they can't do anything. You took all their power away. So make fun of yourself. I can't watch that on here like this. Let me see if I can I have to do it this way. Okay, hold on. See, figure this out. Figure this out. Yeah, I got you, bro. Whatever go wrong with username? Okay. Yeah, it disarms people. Yeah, hold on, let me see. Let me find this. Oh man, my computer sometimes it's weird. Like my oh, there it goes. Okay, it takes a while for it to come onto my computer sometimes. Okay, watch this video. It's 15 minutes long.
Hands out.
Ma'am, put your hands in the air. Have your knees down.
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, why are you guys tripping at me?
Hey, just listen to him.
Put your hands behind your back. There you go. Stay like that. Why are you guys tripping like that? I can't follow our instructions.
Listen to him.
I can't come out of Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, okay.
Do not move. Just like that. Do not move. Don't move.
Why you guys? Yeah, put your hands behind your back for me. Just like that. Thank you.
Hey, can you guys get on him and
Yeah, okay.
I just want to tell you guys so you can appreciate something. See this editing that Police Activity's doing? He could just make the circle a lot bigger so that it just covers the whole body, but he doesn't want to do that. So it just covers their face. To see how it's kind of jerking around and like, do you know how long it took him to do that? This is one of the most time consuming things it is to edit people's faces, because you have to have good editing software, and then it'll track their body. It'll track it, you know, as they're moving, but you know, as like the camera's moving, but it doesn't always do it right. And you got to go through like frame by frame and do that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Anytime you see this type of stuff, appreciate the amount of editing that went into creating that.
One at a time, guys. One at
One hand, dog.
My name is Israel, boy. How you doing? Man, a little scared. What the fuck?
we'll explain everything to you, man.
I know you're gonna explain everything.
Why do they have the police officers' heads blurred out?
That's right.
Roll to your side.
Bend your knees.
Ready? See this one right here?
No weapons or anything on you? No, nothing. All right, yeah, for sure. Y'all can run me down and everything.
All right, go ahead and stand up for me. Yeah, maybe it's easy.
Just roll over first. Yeah, roll over.
And then stand up there. And then you stand up there.
Can we get the other?
Yeah, hold on one second.
All right, anyway. Okay, we're just gonna go on my car right here, okay?
phone. Is this car here? On the outside of my car.
That makes sense why they covered the police officers' heads too.
Can I put on my shirts?
Yeah. Alright. You're gonna come with me to my car. So let's go.
Oh, he said it. You heard him when he said it
Oh, let's go.
about asking me.
Yeah. This way. Walk across the street. No.
He said he was gonna ask me. Also, why are you the only mean one right here?
I'm not mean.
Bro, you're the
I'm not
only
mean.
dick right
No,
here.
we can
Honestly,
talk more once we get into the car, okay? I got your.
sorry for calling that, but
I got your not your duffel bag, but the drawstring bag. I got all of that. Your makeup.
why are you the only one? Not really. I mean, you're doing your job. I understand. But I don't say hey like that. I just want.
Go step inside. Put your feet inside. Perfect. Just a little bit more. I don't want to pinch your skin. All right. Why are you asking that? What do you mean? I'm cool to you.
Not bad.
You're trying to give him a blowy to get out of this arrest, bro.
What is it gonna hurt me if I were to sleep? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I say. If I were in your shoes,
That's south on Jefferson.
Your car was good for me. I thought that's a different way.
I'm not too sure. I'll tell you later. Me? Once in a while. Whatever. Hold on to turn. That's good. It's very loud. I can't hear you. Well, I can't because a lot of wind. It's all good. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I remember. Of course.
This cop's gonna turn his body cam off so you can get the blowy watch. I'm sorry, officer, I suck. And I will if it'll get me out of this ticket.
Yeah. Oh, you're not.
You're not gonna be drinking.
Once a week, just wait.
They have two lawyers that separated access road and this road. They have this sensitive.
Sorry, I'm going
Yep. It's non-urgent. Yep.
Oh no, so everything has to be yeah. It's not lost or anything, you just have to go pick it up after. Yeah. I already told you. Oh. Wait, hold on. I'll tell you after. Hold on. A little bit. Well, I can't hear you now. Don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now. What's going on?
Alright, sir, step out of the vehicle for me. 114 yellow. What code for? Everything just went wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my camera off. She's code 4? She's code 4. Okay. Yeah, let me turn this off real quick.
Wow, he called it, bro. And not all women are like this, but this just goes back to my, like, women are scandalous, bro. Look at what this chick was willing to do to try to get out of that, man.
Yeah, you're right. Not so much. Better? Okay. That's good.
I'm gonna check shoes. You want to do that there?
When she case whatever she sells.
I can do a switch later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do a
Thank
switch
you.
later.
I know you can't.
Okay, it's 15:43 hours at Northern Division. Okay, you mind just showing us?
Yeah, how you did? So then I was like this, and then you want me to see how she was laying down, or
How you ended up inside?
so like, yeah, so she was laying down, her face was over there, and then I was just like kind of right here. I was like, well, at first I was like, hey, wake up. I was like, hey, you okay? Blah blah blah. She didn't like, so her head was facing towards that way, and then so this is when I was shaking her, and then this is when I went in, but then I don't know if I had my hand like this, and then something like that happened, and I kicked it with my foot like that, and then I was in, and then I was waking her up like this. I was like this, waking her up. While I was waking her up, I hear the door click behind me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so yeah, I was like this. And then when I found out the door was clicked behind me, I positioned myself like this. And I already knew that there was no door handle, but I was just like frantic. I was like, I can't get out of here.
Okay.
And then that's when she was able to sit up here. And then I told her, you can stay there, blah blah blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my
Okay.
side.
So let me go to the other side, then you climb back in.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Open the door, and then as I came in like that, I was trying to wake her up. My feet wasn't this. My feet didn't get caught like that. And then when I was like waking her up, that's when I noticed that this door closed on me. And then that's when I was like frantic trying to open the door, but I know there's no door opener. And then from then she was able to. So I was like this majority of the time. I was trying to get her up because her face was right here.
Okay.
Right here, and then I was trying to like wake her up to get her up. And then next thing you know, I hear the door close on me. I was frantic. I was looking, and then that's when she started to kind of like, I guess, wake up or get dazed off, whatever. And then that's when I asked her like, "Hey, are you having a hard time breathing?" She said, "No." "Do you need medics?" "No." I was like, "Okay, all right, just stay right there." And then that's when I was trying to open the door.
Okay.
And then that's when I went on D2.
All right, you can jump up. Let's jump up.
Do you mind?
End the video.
Wow. You know what? Like, that could almost be believable if there was no body cam, Like back in the 90s, that might have been believable. But the fact that he turned his body cam off, first of all, the fact that she was saying, "Are you single?" I knew what was going on right from the beginning. "Are you single?" All that kind of stuff. And then, "I'm down to fuck," and all that. And then all of a sudden he turned his body cam off, dude. And then, they have GPS coordinates, right? Like they can see he pulled off somewhere. Like, I don't know, man. I guess like you could say, "Oh, she was passed out," but like the fact that he turned his body cam off, that's the reason. And he got buzzed. He could have probably got away with it, but he's a dumbass. Like Wicked Wembley says, dude, he's a dumbass, dude. Like he locked himself in there. Like, I don't even think they did anything. I think he got in there. He accidentally, I think that probably is the way he got locked in there. He probably was telling the truth on that. He just opened the door and went in, and then like the momentum of the door just came in and shut or something like that. And then right then he's like, "Fuck, dude, I'm fucked." He realized he's fucked. So he had to do what he had to do and call for help, dude. So it could almost be believable if it wasn't for body cams. Body cams save a lot of stuff, But yeah, that is embarrassing, bro. I mean, that's embarrassing, bro. Big time. I mean, what was he going to do though? Like, here's the thing. everyone knows she was in custody. Like dispatch knows, everyone knows. Like they know that they're en route to the jail. So what was he going to do though? Was he going to just like get a blowy from her or whatever he was going to do and then just take her to jail anyways? It's not like he could just release her, bro. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that. I don't understand what his thought process was. That makes it even worse. But is he going to just like trying to get something from her and then still take her to jail? Or was he going to just say she escaped? I mean, what could you do, bro? It's not like you can, again, like everyone knows you're on that dispatch constantly, everything that you're doing. They know that you're coming on your way. This car with this badge number is on their way with this individual. You know, you can't be like, oh yeah, you know, we decided to release her. I decided actually I didn't have probable cause the whole time. So I just released her. That's true. And if you heard of that story, it's an older story, but a police officer who scored too high on the IQ test and they denied him to be a police officer because he was too smart, and he tried to sue and he lost the lawsuit. You remember that one? And it's because you can't have smart police officers, dude, because if you have smart police officers, then they'll be conscious of the fact of, number one, the immoral laws that they enforce, like we're talking about, I've been talking about, you know, where they see someone speeding, so then they pull onto the freeway and go, you know, 3 times above the speed limit that the other guy was doing, you know what I mean, in order to catch up to this guy. And then they turn on their lights and pull everyone off the side of the road, you know, to pull this guy over and steal money from him. It's an intelligent person would realize that that's not actually, it's counterintuitive, right? It's counterproductive. So that's the first reason why they don't want smart cops. Second reason is, if you're a smart individual, if you're an above average IQ individual, then you'll realize that you swore an oath to something, right? You swore an oath to the Constitution. And you'll start realizing as you're in your career, wait, that's not constitutional. Wait, that's not constitutional. Oh shit, look at all the stuff that's unconstitutional. I swore an oath to this. Maybe I should honor my oath and not, you know, just follow orders without question. Right? That's what smart people do. That's not what average intelligence or below average intelligence people do. Below average intelligence people, they just follow orders without question. Don't question anything. Right? Think about it. So they don't want people. I think what I heard was, I don't have any verified evidence, but I heard that it was, if you have an IQ of 103 or less, you're good. But if it's above 103, you can't be a police officer. 103 is not that high. It's pretty fucking average. So the average in the United States is 95 to 105. Well, the average actually is 90 to 110, but the vast majority of that being 95 to 105. So it's barely above like the average, because like the average is like 100. It's not that smart, dude. It's not dumb. It's not that smart, but that's the highest that it can be, is 103. So like a lot of people with 103 IQs, I mean, you can accomplish a lot of things with 103 IQ. You're not a dummy, but you're not going to be like a doctor or a lawyer. I mean, you could maybe, but even people with like, 112 IQs, 115 IQs, they could be doctors and lawyers, but they'd have a hard time. If you have a 115 IQ, which is, basically average, but it's like very slightly above average, you could be a lawyer, but you're not going to graduate, first in your class. They say about people that graduated on the bottom of their class as a doctor, someone who graduated the bottom of the class in their doctor, what do you call them? A doctor, right? So even with, a slightly above average IQ, you can do great things, and you can do great things with 103 IQ, but if you're really smart, you know, if you have a 120 IQ, 120 is really high. I mean, it's 120, I think, is like 80th percentile or something like that. People are going to be smart enough to realize, dude, they're fucking people over, man. It's not right. It's immoral. So that's why they don't want people with high IQs to be police officers. So police officers are not smart. They make them take IQ tests, dude. They're not smart. They're not necessarily a complete dumbass either. You know, and most people are just average IQ. Most people are. Everyone in here, everyone in this chat, 11 people, you're within that range, dude. You're within 95 to 105. There might be one or two people that are higher. Might be a couple, one or two that are lower. But police officers are not smart, dude. They're not intelligent. Just regular guy. They might be kind of dumb, actually. Because I don't think there might be a cutoff for if you're too dumb. I wonder what that is. I know that it's 103 for the smartest you can be. At least that's what I heard. But I wonder what it is for too dumb. Like, is there a too dumb? Like, oh, if you're 83, it's too low. Yeah, we'll still accept you. Oh, Walmart didn't hire you? Well, we got you, bro. 83 is okay. Hold on. What is average? 110? Yours is 140. Where did you get your test, though, Candace? Did you take it from like a legitimate testing thing? Or did you do one of those online things that's free? Because if you do those, they always tell you that your IQ is 140. But average is 110. That's the high end of average, though. Average is 90 to 110 in America, but most of them are 95 to 105. So 110 is like the very high end of average. Now, if you're like a 110, you're like probably, I don't know, 60, 70, 70th percentile. So yours is 140. Mine's 112, which is basically average. It's like the high end of average, but it's still average, though. I don't know what percentile I am. But 140 is genius, dude. That's genius. I mean, that's super highly intelligent. People with a 140 IQ, that's like, you're like 95 percentile. There's not very many people that are smarter than you at that. So that's why I'm wondering, where did you get your test from, though? They hire psychopaths because they're more likely to do whatever they're told. Alex Jones exposed that 20 years ago? Really? Okay. I mean, and we've talked about, or at least I've talked about, I don't know if on this channel or other channels, that, you know, psychopaths they're one step ahead of a narcissist. And the number one occupation associated with a narcissist is psychopath, police officer. And the reason for that is because of, you know, American policing. And American policing allows police officers to have authority over other people, you know? So it attracts those types of personality traits. If in policing, you know, in the academy, they were taught more empathy and to be compassionate for others, you know what I mean? And they changed the training, less psychopaths and narcissists would be attracted to be a police officer. It's because it's not going to give them that authority and power over everyone that they want. But right now, that's the way it is. You know, everyone does what you say. Your life could be in danger any moment. Never, always watch your six, and, you know, talk to people like this. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're taught, dude. So it attracts those types of personality types. My last test was 123 and I dropped out of school 8th grade. Yeah, dude. What's up, Wade? Schooling has nothing to do with IQ, man. Like, and it's not even close, bro. So like, you could be a PhD and, you know, 100 IQ, just straight up average, bro. Or I mean, you could be, you know, like you said, a 123 and you dropped out at 8th grade, bro. Like, schooling all really school tells you is like how much you can memorize. That's what it is. It's like you go to school and you learn something, and then you take a test and you determine how much of that you remembered. Right? Pretty much. I mean, math may be a little bit different because you have to kind of learn how it works, and it's a formula. You got to figure out how to problem solve on that. But that's basically what school is. I mean, school mainly teaches that, obedience is rewarded, right? And that going against the grain is punished, right? It's a government school, right? Governments fund the schools, right? I mean, well, you fund the schools with your property taxes, but that's why, you can never be a free thinker and send your kids to government funded schools. So yeah, that's what they teach. So if you have a great GPA, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean your IQ is higher. In fact, a lot of actually high IQ people, they did shitty in school, right? I've heard that, right? Like a lot of people that are geniuses, they didn't do well in school, because people that are really highly intelligent, they're critical thinkers. They're not really like go with the flow. I'm going to, lick the boot and that kind of shit. So it doesn't equate to actual intelligence, what your GPA is. That's for sure. DirectD's live. Don't say DirectD's live in my live so everyone can leave. Is that what you're doing? Okay, 70 is legally mentally disabled. Okay. I thought it was somewhere around 70. So if you have a 71, you're technically not disabled then. 60 sub? I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not. I don't know if you're saying that to be facetious or if you seriously think there's sub 60 IQ police officers. I don't think there is. I think that there's a lot of dumbasses. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of sub 100 for sure. There's a lot of, maybe 80 to 90. And then you could tell the smart ones. The ones that are smarter are the ones that become lieutenants and captains and stuff. You can tell they're smarter. Their average intelligence. You can tell. And the ones they never really do anything, they're not that smart. Remember Officer Danos? I think he's a nice guy, dude. I do. But I don't think that he's not very smart. You can tell he's not. The last video I did for Rocky Ventures audits, I don't know. I'm not like a pro at estimating, but if I had to guess, he's probably, 90, 95 IQ. That's super smart. He's not like a complete dumbass, but he's not that smart, dude. You can tell. So the ones that are, the 103s, the 100s, those are the lieutenants. You can tell they're more well-spoken. They're more professional. You can tell. Took it for a CPA firm when I went to work. When I went to work for after high school. CPA, what's CPA? Okay, well, it sounds legit. You're very smart, Candace. You're very smart. I mean, it's literally genius. 140, above 140 is considered genius. Very, very few people have a 140 IQ. That's super fucking smart. I mean, Einstein had, they thought his was like 160. It's not too far from Einstein. Yeah, but barely genius is genius, dude. Like, barely genius means that at a 140, all right, let's look it up. Let's see. I want to find out what the percentile is. Let's find out together what the percentile Okay, so 99th percentile. It was even more than I thought. However, exceptional IQs of IQ. IQ equals 140 is 99th percentile. Found to be rated on average. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's attractiveness. Hold on. Let's look at this one. See. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, here we go. 140. Oh, it says 99.62 percentile. 99.38. Yeah, so it's 99%. That's right. You're in the 99 percentile. So let's look at mine. I'm a 112. Whoops, not that much. I'm a 77 percentile. So let's look at a 103, which is the highest you can be as a police officer. The highest, 57. So right, dead average, man. Because like 100 is 50, right? So let's see, 100 is like 50. Yep. So if you're, you know, a 90, 26, there's about 70, 76% people that are smarter than you every day you meet. It's not like every single person, but 105, 62. Let's see, 120. See, even just a 120, that's almost 90%. 115, 82%. I said I was a 112. I mean, and a 110 is still considered average, high end of average. And you do like a 160. That's 99. See, that's like 99.9%. Now that one guy, Chris, whatever, is thought to have the highest IQ. Oh, you can't even go to past 190. So 190 is 99.9. Oh, it says 100. 180 is 100 percentile. That's how bad it is. 170 is 100%. So 165 maybe. 100. 161. I want to see where it ends. So 163 turns into 100. So 162 is 99.9. Let's see, 70 percentile is mentally disabled, you said? That's a 3%. So 3% of Americans are mentally disabled then, according to that, Candace. More than that, actually. More than 3%, though, because that's just, I mean, if you have a 60 IQ, that's another, 0.5% right there. So, I mean, there's some people that, there's like 1% of people in the United States that have a 50 IQ. And then a 60, that's a 0.5%. Wait, that's a 0.5%. Oh, that's a 0.09, not 1. So 0.09, like 0.1%. And then that's like a 0.5%, 0.60. And then it bumps up right there to a 1.5% right there, 65. It's not just IQ though. Like there's so many other things that measure your intelligence. There's emotional intelligence, there's street smarts, there's lots of different stuff. IQ is just like one aspect of that. IQ is just how you process information. You know what I mean? It doesn't measure how much you know. You can have a shitload of knowledge on a very specific thing and have a low IQ. It's just, IQ is just how you process information. It has a lot to do with your ability to grasp new concepts quickly, how fast you can learn things. Doesn't mean that you can't learn them. You could have a really low IQ. You could have an 80 IQ. And you could do great things. I think Muhammad Ali, wasn't he thought to have like an 83 IQ or something like that? He wasn't a really smart guy, but he had a lot of wisdom. Some of the stuff that he says is like, wow, man, that really hits, bro. So yeah, it's true. It's focused on memorization, hands-on. I'm a kinesthetic learner. Kinesthetic means touch. I touch things and I'm visual learner. Like listening to things, dude, in one ear and out the other, dude. I have bad ADD. So I don't learn the traditional way. That doesn't mean that I'm stupid, you know? I just don't learn the same way other people learn, or the way that most people learn. Because, you know, public schools, they got to be tailored towards the way most people learn, but not the way everyone learns. Yeah, at a 140 IQ, you're 99th percentile. I told you, there's not that many people with a 140 IQ. It might be like the low end of the genius thing, but I'm telling you, dude, like people think like, oh, I got a 140. Like most people think that they're so fucking smart. 140 is like normal average. Dude, it's not. It's not normal at all to have a 140. You know, like I don't know people's IQs, but like I can think of people that I think are smarter than me, like what their IQs are. And I can kind of estimate certain people in my life. Like I used to think my mom was really smarter than me. And like now that I'm getting older, I don't know if she's not smarter than me or if it's more that maybe she's getting older and she's that kind of like age thing is starting to kick in because, you know, she's in her 60s now. And I think that is affecting her. I've noticed a little bit of slowing down in her cognitive ability, but I think my mom's probably, if I'm a 112, that's true. I mean, I did take a test on that, and it was, I don't know if it's any like official testing. I just know that it was some test that I took online, but I had to pay for it. It's like a paid test. It's not like just those free ones you take where it just says everyone's 140. So I do know that. And I printed it up and everything. I don't know. I have to go take an actual IQ test to figure it out, I guess. I don't know how legit it is, but if I am a 112, I think my mom's probably like a 120. She's smarter than me. And my sister is smarter than me too. She's probably like a 120. She's really smart. I mean, my sister is like super highly educated. She's going to school right now because she's going to be her PhD. Oh, CPA is an accountant? Okay. See, I don't even know what a 32 is on the SAT. I don't know. I don't even know if I even took an SAT. 3% of 300 million is a lot of people. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Ben? And your lunch break, dude? You're probably off work now, right? Yes, that's another one that's not really, it's not included in IQ test, is common sense. That's a big one, dude. And people with really high IQs, they don't have common sense. You notice that? People that are smart as fuck, they have like no common sense. They don't have like an understanding of like social cues. They're kind of weird. They're socially awkward. That's intelligence to me too. It's not just IQ. So other things are going to suffer if you're super smart. And so like, that's kind of like why, you know, when I did the 112 IQ thing, I did a lot of research on it, and I found that it's a really good IQ to have because you're not so smart that you're like socially awkward. You can't just like chill with the guys, you know, and be cool. But you're also, you know, capable of doing, you know, good things. And when you're really fucking smart, I don't know, I've never met you, Candace, but a lot of people that are really smart, you can't like hang out with them. They're so smart that they don't fit in. You know what I mean? Like they're weird. So, you know, people with like a 110 to 115 IQ, they can be doctors and lawyers, but they're not going to graduate top of their class. You know what I mean? They're not smart enough. A lot of doctors and lawyers, they're really fucking smart, dude. They're like 120 and up IQs. Really smart people. Non-playing characters. Yeah. They're extremely low IQ. Yeah. I mean, your IQ can change, dude. Like, you could go take an official IQ test and it could be a 140 one day and it could be a 145 the next day and it could be a 135 the next day. They change. It depends on how much sleep you got, what you have going on in your life, if you're distracted by something else, right? All that stuff plays a large role in your IQ. So it's not going to be the same every time. Yeah, I mean, if you got 4 hours of sleep, you're probably not going to do as well. You're cognitively not going to be there. I just literally took I just had a colonoscopy, just so you guys know. I do a colonoscopy, and you got to prep for it. If you guys, anyone who's 50 or over, done a colonoscopy, you have to prep, dude, and you got to take this stuff, and it makes you shit for all night and shit. And my colonoscopy was like 8 in the morning. I had to be there at 7. So I got to like stay up all night, and then I got to take another one at 2 in the morning, more laxative stuff. And like, basically I didn't sleep, dude. I like straight up I fell asleep for like half an hour, and then I woke up, then I had to take this other thing. And then I was like, I'm not going to sleep now. So I just stayed up all night, dude. And I was trying to fill out the paperwork, and like Sweet Tea had to fill it out for me. She's like, do you want me to do it? And I was like, yeah, can you do it? Because I couldn't even think, dude. I couldn't even think right, dude. Like, whatever questions they were asking me, like simple stuff, dude, because I hadn't slept. So like that totally has an effect on your IQ. Yeah, look at Elon. He claims to have a 155 IQ, but I could never hang out with the guy. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think I could hang out with Elon. I don't know him. I just know him from like interviews and stuff. He seems cool, man. I bet you I could hang out with that dude. He seems chill. But he is, yeah, he's probably super smart. And I mean, I know he's obviously super smart. You think that like meditation and stuff increases your IQ? Being present? There's a lot of high IQ people that they don't ever do much with their life. You know what I mean? Like that guy, Chris, whatever, he's like a farmer. Super smart. You can tell how smart someone is by how they speak. That's what I think. You can really tell. Like, doctors and lawyers. They're very well spoken. And you can just tell how smart someone is by talking to them. At least I can. And that's why a lot of people don't get respect too. If you're not well spoken, you get trampled all over your whole life. That's why I think communications, if you're going to get a degree, communications is one of the best ones, because you can go a lot of places with that, but it helps you in just everyday life to learn how to communicate with people. That's a very important skill to have, is to know how to communicate with people. Because I mean, you look at that last showcase that I did, Rocky Ventures Audits. She's an old lady, and that cop just didn't take anything that she was saying everything right. That cop, Officer Danos, and the other cop, they didn't take her seriously. They didn't. you know, because she's just an old lady. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Just gonna bully her, right? Everything went in one ear and out the other. They weren't even paying attention to what she was saying. And everything she was saying was right, and they were wrong. Oh, thanks, man. You have a higher bodily kinesthetic IQ. That's clear due to your dancing and the fact that you're a kinesthetic learner. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's very important to have an above average linguistic IQ. I think I mean, if you have a higher IQ, I think you're just naturally able to communicate better. You know, you can just tell people that are lower IQ and they can't really communicate well, they can't verbalize what they're trying to say in a productive way that sounds intelligent, people just dismiss you. I don't know what you're talking about. They have feelings and they still know what they feel and they feel the emotion and they just can't verbalize it. And then people just dismiss you. You know what you're talking about. You have to be able to communicate. The ability to articulate oneself well is nearly a lost art. I don't know if it's a lost art, but I think it's definitely a essential art to be successful. There's not very many people who can't articulate themselves very well who are successful. I mean, just look at First Amendment audits. A lot of you guys watch a lot of First Amendment audits, and look at the ones that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and the ones that, you know, have 30,000. And then not everyone starts out, even the guy that has 1 million subscribers started out at 30,000 too, right? But like, you can just tell the difference in the caliber, how well they articulate what they're trying to say. And so they can teach the cops and they can teach their audience. It has a huge effect on how big their channel gets. Some of the most brilliant people still can't figure out that the earth is flat. And that is a whole nother show right there, bro. We can talk about flat earth stuff, man. Because I'm not a flat earther, but I'm a critical thinker and I have an open mind. And I haven't ruled it out yet, because at first I thought that flat earth was stupid. I thought it was ridiculous, bro. But like, they've made some really good arguments that I can't deny. It's a good argument. So, but I haven't made a decision yet. I'm still on the fence about the flat earth thing. No, I disagree, Craig. Not anyone could do, given the resources. I mean, given the resources does help you. Just like when people say white privilege. It's not actually white privilege. It's social status privilege. I don't know if that's the right term. But like, most people that live above the poverty line, they're white. And most people that are black live below the poverty line. So that's where white privilege comes from. But it's really your social status. If you're white, you're more likely to have more money in your family. Therefore, you have more resources. Therefore, your parents can maybe afford to put you through college. So you do have an advantage. It's not because you're white alone. It's just because of how much money your parents make. So resources have part to do with it. But you can have all the resources in the world, dude. Like, it's not motivation either. It's a discipline. Elon Musk has discipline. I remember him talking about like he would work like, 16 hours a day. And, like, look at Kobe Bryant. He talked about how he would get to the gym at like 4 a.m, bro. And he'd work out in the gym all day practicing. working out, you know, everyone else to show up whenever they showed up. He was putting in double or triple the amount of time practicing, even as a pro, getting better and better and better. After so many years of you putting in double or triple the amount of time at the gym practicing, you're going to be better, right? It's discipline. Discipline is greater than motivation. If I only did something when I was motivated, I'd never fucking do anything, bro. If I only worked on the DMA channel when I was motivated to do it, it fucking, just, you know, I'd be a little fart in the wind. It'd have its moments, and that'd be it. Discipline, doing something when you don't fucking want to do it. You just do it anyways because you're disciplined to do it. That's what brings success. Yeah, exactly. Technically, Michael Jordan's kids have white privilege. It's social status privilege. It's not white privilege. It's just that there's more white people that have more money than there are black people that have more money. So that's why they say, oh, you know, I'm black, so I'm oppressed. It's not, you're not oppressed because you're black. You know, you might be oppressed and people might not take you as seriously because, you know, you live in a bad neighborhood. You know, that might be true. It's not because you're specifically because you're black. That's it. You know, that's stupid, man. If you think like that still, you're a problem. You know, and racism exists. I'm not going to sit here and say racism doesn't exist, but it doesn't exist to the point that, you know, Black Lives Matter wants you to think that it exists. Like, they want you to think that, oh, black people, they're down because fucking white people just don't like them, man. It's race, this. Oh, fuck that, dude. That's not true at all. I mean, who's the oppressor? I think that, you know, a lot of people that say, oh, the white man's the oppressor. I think really probably the government's really the oppressor, right? It's funny that you say that because let's see if I can. My social media manager just dropped a video today. I'll play the teasers real quick. Play this of this black guy that thinks that he's oppressed because he's black. My rights are getting violated because I'm black. Stupid, man. Let's see.
Certain people's rights simply because they're black and poor.
So you think that I'm recording you and violating your rights because you're black and poor?
I'm calling the police on you.
Are you calling the police?
It is private property and all that, so.
This is private property?
Yeah.
Oh, who's the owner?
Pikes Peak Library District.
Oh, so it's public property then, right?
Private.
Do you know who funds the library?
People who pay property tax.
You're trying to say that Penrose Public Library is private property, like you understand?
It is, yeah. It actually is.
So I'm on private property right now?
Yeah.
Know that you could get.
So you hear that guy, oh, you know, people trying to violate people's rights just simply because we're black and poor. Like, that's the mentality of not all black people, but a lot of black people. We're black and poor, so you're trying to violate our rights. Like, dude, get over yourself, man. Being poor is a mindset. If you take, like I talk about the law of attraction, that you manifest your entire reality. If you try to do wealth distribution and you take all the wealth of the United States and you make a law that everyone has to, if you're rich, you got to give up this much of your money. So everyone has the exact same amount of money. Baseline. Every American has the exact same amount of wealth. Within 5 years, all the people that were broke as fuck are going to be broke as fuck again. And all the people that were rich and wealthy are going to be rich and wealthy again. Because it's a mindset, dude. The people that are broke as fuck, they're going to spend all their money on stupid shit, and then they're just going to blow it, and they're going to be dumb, and they're going to be fucking poor again in a couple years. And then all the people that are rich and wealthy, they still have that mindset of go-getter, dude. They have that discipline. They're going to be fucking rich again. All the money is going to go back into the same people's hands. That's what I think, dude. Has nothing to do with, oh, I'm black, so I'm poor. That's fucking stupid, man. Like, if that's true, like, look at all these black people that come from the ghetto, from the slums, dude, and they make it, dude. And not just because they're an athlete, because even if you're an athlete, I mean, you still got to put in discipline. Just because you're athletically talented doesn't mean that you're just automatically going to the NBA or the NFL. Like, you still have to put in fucking work to do that. But like, just people that come out of the slums that are, they do something else. They're an entrepreneur or whatever they do. I mean, how did they do that if they're oppressed because they're black and poor? Right? And then you got other people, white people or any other person that has a bunch of money and, they come up with a family that's really good and they suck. They don't end up doing shit with their life. Right? That's not what it is. It's a mindset, guys. Yes. Like that, you guys remember that Chris Rock stand up? And he was like, there's a difference between rich and wealth, from being rich and being wealthy. He's like, like, I don't remember who he said, but some basketball player, like you say, like, I don't know, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's rich, right? But the guy who owns the Dallas Mavericks, whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck the dude's name is, he's wealthy. You see the difference between being rich and being wealthy? And he's like, the reason why black people can never be wealthy is because black people don't invest. Like, black people, they get a bunch of money and, put rims on it. They spinning, right? This is what he says. I'm not saying this. He's like, I got a new toaster. Let's put some spinners on it, right? Like, they do that. Like, they blow money on shit. And that's why a lot of people that win the lottery, it's like huge. It's like over 90% of the people that win the lottery. Because again, remember, most people that play the lottery, they're poor as fuck. They're like dirt poor. And they get all this money and then they file bankruptcy within a couple years. Because they just blow all this money. They don't know how to manage it. So, like, they say white privilege. Well, white people do things to ensure success. So they get some money and they buy property. Okay. They buy assets. They don't buy, what is it? What's the opposite of an asset? Things that depreciate. They don't buy things that depreciate. They buy things that gain value, right? White people end up buying homes and property and stuff like that. Black people buy Ferraris and shit, dude. And then, they depreciate and they lose everything. And it's not just black people. It's just a general term, but a lot of people do. It's like I say, if Mexicans like beans, like, that's not racist that I say that. I mean, maybe there's some Mexicans that don't like beans, but most Mexicans like beans. It's not like a bad thing or a good thing. It just is. So when I say, like, a lot of black people, they don't fucking buy property. They don't invest in things, dude. I mean, you can hear these professional athletes that say the same thing. Like, dude, I didn't even fucking realize how fucked I was until I stopped getting that paycheck. When I retired, and I realized how fucked I was. Because when it's coming in and you're making, 10 million a year, and got that check coming in every month, dude, bam. I got, 800,000 coming in every month. You don't even think about it. But then finally, when it stops coming in, you're like, fuck, dude, I didn't fucking do anything with all this money that I was getting. I'm just blowing it. I'm realizing, fuck, it's not coming in every month now forever. Right? White people don't do that. Black people get some money and they go buy jewelry, dude, and fucking Cadillacs and throw 28-inch blades on there, some spinners. right? That shit depreciates, dude. That's a liability. That's not an asset. An asset is property. And you buy a home, 10 years from now, the home's going to be worth more money. It's going to be worth less money. So that's what I think. It's the same reason why, Black people have broken families. There's always the joke of, Black people, they never have a father in the home. And it's true. I mean, statistically, they don't have a father in the home. Because Black people, they don't have these values. Like, if you want the Black race to be more abundant, teach them the values that the white people are teaching their kids. Don't just blame the white people. That's like a hater thing to do. Oh, you're just white, so you get all this. Dude, you have the same fucking opportunities that every other person has. Same thing with with the feminism thing. Like, white man, like, I'm a woman, so I'm like oppressed and shit. Like, that's fucking stupid, dude. Like, what rights do men have that women don't have? What rights do white men have that Black men don't have? It's all the same. The United States was founded on this. All men are created equal. We have, granted, from the slavery thing in the beginning, but like, we all have the same opportunity. That's what makes America great, is we all have the same opportunity. Not that we all have the same, right? Not equity, right? That's not what makes us great. But that's, like a lot of liberals want you to think, like, oh, we should all just have the same. If you go to school for 12 years and you become a doctor, you should make the same as the McDonald's worker guy that didn't do shit, That's stupid. You were in that stream. What was that, like a couple of days ago? Right on, dude. I'm glad that you saw that. I didn't even know you were in the chat on that. That was like the vertical stream that I did the other day. I mean, I love that kind of. I do a lot of research, obviously. Like, sometimes I'll listen to a stream, or like I'll even like, I'll listen to a stream because I don't really listen to myself talk, and I'll be like, dude, I sound like a know-it-all. And I've actually asked people, like, do I come off as a know-it-all? I think I asked Sweet Tea this too, and she's like, yeah. I don't know if she said yeah. I think she did, but like, I know I've had people say that, yeah, I'm a know-it-all, but like, I do research on stuff, dude. It's not like I'm just pulling shit out of my ass, but I do. I know. Like, I watched the video and it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? The finger banging thing. So, and I even tried all those moves, dude. I still got to try those. I mean, some of them I already knew, and the other ones I got to test them out. Oh no, I feel you, dog. I feel you. I never thought you were trolling. Yeah, I mean, and dude, it's not that white people or not white people, social class. That's what I was thinking of. It's social class privilege. People at a higher social class don't have a better opportunity. It's true, they do. If you're born into a family, where each of your parents make $100,000 a year, so you got $200,000 a year coming in, that's well above the national average. You are at a higher advantage now because your parents are most likely going to pay for your school, or at least part of your school, and they're going to lead by example. They probably have some corporate executive job. They're doing good. But when you're like struggling, dude, you're in the ghetto and like your parents make minimum wage and you only have your mom. Maybe you got both parents. Maybe you only got your mom. and they're ghetto as fuck, and you know your mom's drinking 40s on the weekend, and like it's a fucked up situation. Yes, you're at a disadvantage. It's not because you're black though, dude. That's not the reason. There's white people that grow up in the ghetto too. It's the same situation for them. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It has everything to do with social class. You know, like, are you saying that all white people in the ghetto, like they just come out of the, like, if that was true, all white people in the ghetto would just come out of the ghetto and be lawyers and shit, right? But that's not true, right? And then also same thing, all black people that come, you know, from rich neighborhoods are just going to be super successful, even though they do have a more higher success rate or higher chance of being successful if you're in a higher, you know, different tax bracket. That's true. But it has nothing to do with your race, man. It doesn't. And if you're saying that and you think that, then you're race baiting and you are playing a victim, and it's not doing you any good. I can't stand Black Lives Matter. I know a lot of people in here don't like Black Lives Matter either. There's a lot of people that watch this channel, they're critical thinkers and they think for themselves. Black Lives Matter is the most racist bullshit of all time, dude. Like, they literally they've been known. I mean, I don't know how big of a movement they are today, but when I was doing the research on them, when they used to be big, you know, like 5-10 years ago, they would like ban white people from coming to their fucking rallies and shit. Like white people that wanted to support them. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Fuck yeah. They would say, no, you can't come because you're white. It's like, dude, what? You're participating in these same antics that you're fighting against. Fuck Black Lives Matter, dude. They're fucking losers, man. They're racist. The leaders of Black Lives Matter would tell people during the George Floyd protests, they would say, they'd go and they'd admit that, like, yeah, we support people looting and stealing TVs from Target during the George Floyd protest because those companies have insurance. Like, that's their thought process, dude. That you should just be allowed to steal TVs from Target because George Floyd got murdered. Dude, fuck you, man. Like, seriously, if that's what you think, dude, fuck you. Like, what if you ever become rich and you busted your ass? Do you think rich people just become rich because then, like, they're lazy fucks? I mean, there's some people that may get born into it, but there's a lot of new money out there. And you bust your fucking ass your whole life, dude, and you struggle and you built this fucking wealth and you worked your life's work, man. And then some people come in and start robbing your shit. And yeah, you have insurance, but guess what? Your premiums go up and like it fucks with your business. Now people don't come shop. You lose all these money in sales because people ain't shopping there because all your windows are busted out and shit. And like, is that what you think? Like, I busted my ass but it's fine because, you know, I got insurance. Oh man, fuck that. I'm such a huge, what's the word for it? What's the word for non-supporter? Non-supporter, I'll say. I'm a huge non-supporter of Black Lives Matter. I think they fucking suck, dude. Terrible for this country. Yeah, some of them might be. I think Black Lives Matter might be like this facade. Like, I mean, maybe it started with like legitimate purposes, like George Floyd. I'm not saying that like the George Floyd shit is bullshit. I think that's bullshit too. I mean, I don't think that George Floyd was an like outstanding citizen. Have you ever watched the full video, like the body cams? The guy was being he was being totally fucked up. He was not like some innocent poor old lady or some shit, dude. He was being a fucking moron, I thought, when I saw the video. But no, he didn't deserve to get, you know, that dude's knee in his neck like that. And he didn't deserve that at all. So I'm totally against, obviously I'm against police misconduct, right? Clearly. But to blame it on race, like when I hear people in my comment section say, oh, if he was a black guy, he would have been shot. Like people say that about me. Oh, if he was black, he'd been shot. Because, you know, people think that I'm white too. Oh, the white guy or whatever. Because, you know, I talk white. Because I'm Latino, but I talk a little bit white sometimes. I'm like, dude, what? What are you even talking about, dude? Like, have you heard of Big Nick? I mean, there's a lot of like black activists, dude. They get the same fucking treatment, dude. I've seen so many videos of white people getting shot by cops, dude. It's not just because you're black. People literally think they're so brainwashed by Black Lives Matter and shit that they think that, oh, if you're black, you could never get away with that if you're black. Remember that fucking viral video of Regan? It was a short. This sweet tea recorded, and of her telling that cop to kick rocks, dude. Remember? I don't know if you guys know that one. And he fucking did the walk of shame. It was so viral. It's the #1 shared video on my channel. And it made like some really big channels shared it, dude. This one big channel shared it with a shitload of subscribers, and it was like this black guy. And he does a lot of that stuff, like race baiting type shit. And he even said, if this was, you know, a black guy, would have been the same reaction? I don't know. Like all that fucking bullshit, dude. It's like, no, dude, yes. It would have been the same fucking reaction if it was a black guy or if it was a fucking white woman, Regan Benson, dude. It's the same fucking thing. It would have happened. That's so stupid when people say that. I'm getting a little emotional here because I really feel strongly about that, dude. It's so stupid. People need to wake up. Yeah. It's, I mean, and Black Lives Matter has been known. I mean, they're saying that Black Lives Matter is like stealing money and shit. You know what I mean? Like they're committing fraud and shit. The leaders of Black Lives Matter. Like all this money that they're supposed to report, all these donations, they're not reporting and stuff. Not that I think that anyone should have to pay taxes, though. Oh, is that what happened? The creator getting rich and running off to Cali to buy a mansion? But there was the one woman, it was a woman. She wasn't like a founder of Black Lives Matter, but she was like one of the leaders who said that what I was talking about, that she advocates for people to steal TVs from Target and Walmart and shit to loot because those companies have insurance. Like a spokesman for Black Lives Matter saying that shit. I mean, I did a whole interview on it when I first started the DMA channel. It's on the Free American Project, and I actually did it. I published it on the DMA channel and the DMA 2.0 channel. Saturnalia worship? I don't know what that. It was Saturnalia worship. You know, it's funny. These conversations always go from like one extreme to the next, dude. We never start with the same topic. It always goes crazy. Oh, is that who it was? Ariel Adkins? Let me see if I can find this. Aerial Atkins. Ariel Atkins. Oh, she's a WNBA star? Let's see those watches.
If somebody decides
Let's see if this is it.
to loot a Gucci or a Macy's or a Nike, because that makes sure that that person eats. That makes sure that that person has clothes. That's reparations. That is reparations. Anything they want to take it, because these businesses have insurance. They're going to get their money back. My people aren't getting anything.
Wow. How fucking ignorant is that shit, dude? That's reparations. You know, I think it was, I think I go back to Chris Rock a lot. I think it was Chris Rock who said about this reparation shit. Like, if you're black and you're alive today, no one that you knew was a slave. No one that you knew someone that was a slave. No one that you knew someone who knew someone that was a slave. Right? It's so long ago. Like, what's the time limit for this reparation stuff? Like, is it indefinite? Like, just for the rest of time, forever? Everyone has to pay extra taxes to just give money to black people for slavery? Because if it wasn't for slavery, black people wouldn't even be here, right? They wouldn't be in this country. They'd be living in Africa. Would you tell all the black people, would you rather live in the United States or would you rather live in Zaire? What do you think they'd say? I mean, if you take it one step further, you could say you probably wouldn't even be alive, period, right? Because the chance of that sperm hitting that egg to make you is, that's again like winning the lottery, like, 30 times in a row. That's the chances of that happening. You wouldn't even be alive. But if you were, would you rather be born in Zaire or would you rather be born in the United States? Okay. Yes, slavery is a terrible thing, but it happened and it's over now. So we should just continue to pay you, even though you weren't a slave. I could see paying, the actual slaves, and maybe the slaves' kids, and maybe even the slaves' grandkids. Like, how many generations is like this reparation shit? That's just like lazy motherfuckers just trying to get free shit. That's what that is to me, dude. Like, come on. Dudes. Reparations. Every time I see shit like that, I'm like, dude, you are such a low vibrational, just imbecile, man. You're so fucking stupid. You're leading people astray. That's all you're doing. Victim. Oh, poor me. My great grandfather was a slave. Dude, everyone's ancestor was a slave at some point. White people were slaves. I mean, everyone's experienced horrible shit. That's part of life. It's part of this 3D reality that we live in. To experience bad, because without bad, there's no good. Sweet Tea says, with sweet isn't as sweet without the bitter. It's true. It's not. If you never knew what bitter was, would you even know what sweet was? You couldn't even tell. If everything that you tasted was sweet, how would you know that it was sweet? You would never know that it was sweet until you tasted something bitter, or until you tasted something salty, until you tasted something that's not sweet. So that's part of life. It's to learn lessons. You have to go, there's going to be horrendous things that happen in this world, right? And some people say, how dare you record my kids? Like acting like I'm trying to be like some pedo or some shit. You know what I mean? There's kids in here. So are you trying to have your kids live in a bubble and not experience real life? Because when they grow up in the real world, they're going to experience more things than like some guy with a camera in a library, dude. There's going to be a lot worse shit than that. So are you trying to just protect them from everything? Because they're in for a fucking rude awakening. You're not preparing your children by acting like that. You know? Yeah, it's like an American thing. Not one asking for reparations in Europe and Asia. It's an American thing, I guess. It's like an entitlement thing. Like, people don't want to work for shit. They want to just have, they want to have Medicaid. And, that's why, the liberals, they stay in power too, because they try to manipulate Black people and poor people. Oh, you're having a hard time? Vote for me and we'll make sure you got food stamps. Vote for me, I'll make sure you got Medicaid. Vote for me, I'll make sure you get welfare. Vote for me, I'll make sure your husband is going to pay you child support and fucking alimony after you just left him because he's not good enough anymore. Like, they incentivize that shit. Because, broken homes equal a population that's easier to control. It's not easy to control when you have households with a masculine energy in there, right? It's all a big scam, man. It's a conspiracy. It's a big scam. And that's what they teach. They incentivize that. Incentivize to vote for me. I mean, why do you think they don't want like, ID laws to vote? So, all these illegals vote. Is they're incentivizing that? Vote for us and we'll make sure that if you cross the border, you get, automatic food stamps and automatic in-state tuition, right? If you want to go to school, like all that shit. Like my sister, dude, she was born here in Colorado. She was born, I think, in Inglewood. And she went to school at ASU. And she lived in Arizona the whole time. She had her car registered there. She had her rent there. I mean, she worked there. Everything was there. And her entire tuition, out-of-state tuition, could never get in-state tuition. But, if you don't live in the United States, if you weren't born here, you can get in-state tuition at any fucking school that you want, right? See, the United States, that's one thing, like I said, I really don't support Trump because I think we can do better than that. I do think he's better than a lot. I'll admit that because I'm not going to deny the facts, but I definitely know that we can do better than him. There's lots of shit that he does that's fucking stupid, but there is stuff that he does that I agree with, like, why are the United States taking care of all these other people that aren't citizens? If they weren't born here, why would you do that? I mean, you take all the money that the United States gave to Ukraine, dude, you could like end homelessness, bro. I mean, that's why I say United States chooses to have homelessness, dude. It's not like we have homelessness. It's a priority, dude. What does the government choose to spend their money on? right? I mean, it's really, they don't give a fuck what they spend the money on. It's unlimited supply. They don't care. Federal Reserve prints some more money, and they don't really print it. They just send it over on a screen and then add it to the debt. It's just like the United States government's like a irresponsible adult who just racks up fucking debt like nobody's business, and they don't give a fuck. I mean, it's not like they're personally on the line, right? It's not like the president's on the line or, any public officials on the line. It's, the taxpayers on the line. It's like, just run up my debt. And then, see all these these people that I have working for me, they're going to pay it all. I'm not going to pay it. That's why. My Obama phone, motherfucker. We support Ukraine because we said we would. What more do we have than our word? Who's we, though? Are you? Maybe you, not we. I mean, we implies me. I didn't say that. So just remember don't make yourself a member of a collective, right? It's not we bombed Syria and we bombed Afghanistan and we killed hundreds of children in drone strikes. No, Obama killed hundreds of children in drone strikes, right? We didn't do that. Like, people, they associate themselves with a collective. I'm not a collective, dude. What's up, Joe Cool? Years. I don't know what you meant by years, but I'm a little behind here on this. Can't read everything. Good to see you, bro. The United States. Okay. Say that. Say the United States, not we. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not we. It's not we bombed Syria. It's the United States government bombed Syria. Yeah. We do a lot of things. We do a lot of things that the United States government does. They want it that way. They want it to be collectivism, patriotism, America, fuck yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag. That's such brainwashing bullshit, dude. If you think about it, right? I don't think they do the Pledge of Allegiance anymore, but when I was a kid, we did it every morning. First thing after, I don't know when it was, if it was after roll call or whatever they call it, attendance, whatever, and everyone stand up, and you have to stand up and your hand over your chest, and I pledge allegiance to the flag, and we stare at the flag and say it. It's brainwashing, dude. That's all it is. It's brainwashing. That the United States is the best country in the whole world. They used to teach us that in school. The United States is the best country in the whole world. Why? What evidence is there that it's the best country? Because it has the biggest military? Is that what makes it the best country? I mean, have you ever lived in any other countries? And how could you know that it's the best country? I mean, I can pretty much make a educated assumption that it's better than a lot of other countries, sure. But to say that I know definitively it's the best country to live in, I don't know that. There's lots of other countries that have freedom too. Maybe they don't have the most badass military, but how does that really affect me? Besides being a brainwashed, patriotic bitch. You know what I mean? It's not affecting my day-to-day life. Yeah, you're the right age for that. Oh, aren't you 75, dude? I heard you're old as fuck, dude. I mean, I met you, dude. I thought you were maybe 50 in your 50s, bro. But I heard you were like 70 something, dude. Is that true? I mean, if you keep it young. Yes. You know, it's funny. Do you notice that all of the countries that the United States has issues with, has problems with, they refuse to accept the Rothschild central banking system? Like, okay, Syria didn't have it, had problems with them. Afghanistan had problems with them. Iraq had problems with them. Russia had problems with them. North Korea had problems with them. Like, all the countries that the United States has conflicts with don't accept the Rothschild banking system, because you can't start the new world order without every country being on board with the Rothschild banking system. That's how it works. They want to start the new world order with the one world currency, one world government. Everyone has to be on board. If not everyone's on board, it doesn't work. So they create these conflicts. We have to go to war with Iraq. We have to go to war with, because Iraq, yeah, I mean, Saddam Hussein's a piece of shit, dude. He's a fucking terrible person. But that's not the real reason we went to war with him, or I'm saying we. The United States government went to war with him. It's not. North Korea, dude, he's a fucking dictator, dude. Like, his people are oppressed. He lies to them. Terrible person. That's not the reason, though. Russia, everyone's got a problem with Russia now. They're bad. He's a dictator. He's this, he's that. But these are the reasons, guys. People just can't. Oh, man, because most people aren't even close to even thinking about this. They're just so brainwashed into thinking that the government's here to protect us, man. They're the good guys. They can never lead us astray. You know, when people say, oh, I can't believe that the Holocaust could happen. How could people just be brainwashed and just go with that? Dude, it's happening right now in the United States. It's happening right now. If there was somebody in power in the United States that was like a Hitler, the same fucking thing would happen, dude. They say, hey, you know what? We're going to just lynch all First Amendment auditors. All of these activist motherfuckers are getting lynched, dude. They're getting gas chambered. Everyone would just follow orders without question, dude. And you know, it's for the greater good, dude. No one would say a fucking word. I promise you, dude. We haven't evolved enough from the 1940s to today. 80 years. It's not enough time. People are still the same, dude. They're just followers. Okay. We are going to take a small break. I'll be right back.
Hi. What's up? Deborah Swenson. That's her name, guys. Deborah Swenson. Don't touch me, ma'am. You can get close, but don't touch me. You know that you're famous on my channel? You and that other guy that do this, that steal money from people for a living? Deborah Swenson. Look at her, guys. She's getting more brave. You're more brave, I'll tell you that. You used to just hide and cower. Now you actually come up and record me. At least you didn't ask for a police escort this time. Waste more taxpayer-funded, resources. Not wasting more money while stealing money from people, right? Do better, lady.
Okay, I'm back. I get my chips and my salsa. So, got this new salsa. You guys like the 505? Heard that one? Yeah, like green chili and stuff. 505 is the Albuquerque area code. The good stuff from New Mexico. Yeah, man, they fuck the shit out of everything in the Middle East. you know, it's for freedom. It's for freedom, guys. I mean, going in and getting rid of Saddam Hussein, it was a good thing. I think it was a good thing because he's a terrible person, but in the grand scheme of things, it made everything worse. It totally destabilized the Middle East. It made shit worse, dude. So and they knew that. They're not stupid people that are doing that. It's not like they didn't know that was going to happen. But they'll do stuff right in front of your face and put it blatant right in your face, dude, and you won't even know. Or you'll know, but you're just too much of a sheep to say anything or realize it. Dude, did I tell you about the story? Do you remember about the story when I first met Sweet Tea and she's over here and she farted? Did I tell you about that? Anyone who tells me right now about that story, and I'll mail you a sticker. Nasty Nathaniel's your favorite gay auditor. How many gay auditors are there, though? Okay, so here's one thing. Everyone list all the gay auditors in the chat. So we know that Craig, his favorite is Nasty Nathaniel, but yeah, are there any other ones? I mean, I'm sure there probably are, but I mean, Nasty Nathaniel's like openly gay, right? So everyone list in the chat who all the gay auditors are, at least who you think they are. Yeah. Dude, if the American people knew the shit that was going on right now, oh gosh, it's bad, guys. I mean, you guys know how bad it is, but a lot of people don't know how bad it is. You know that, did I tell you guys about Nasty Nathaniel and how, like, when I first started my channel, I don't even know who Nasty Nathaniel is. I know he's OG, dude. Like, he's like first generation auditor, dude. But I didn't know who he was, though. I didn't know all the auditors, and I still don't. But he used to hit on me, dude. He used to be like, oh, he used to give me handsome alerts, dude, in my comments. Like, oh, DMA is so handsome and shit. And, you know, I was like, oh, whatever, and never thought of it. And he kept saying it, though. I kept noticing, like, every video, because he does, still to this day, he watches all my videos. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy, dude? He keeps saying I'm handsome, dude. And I looked him up, and I was like, holy shit, dude. He had like 50,000 subscribers. I was like, dude, oh, he's an auditor. I was like, I didn't know. Now I started checking him out. And then next time he said, oh, DMA is so handsome. I was like, hey, man. I was like, dude, I'm flattered, because I was. And I was like, I'm flattered, but I'm not gay, though. Just letting you know. And ever since then, he's never said one fucking word about me being handsome. I don't know if he thought I was gay, because sometimes people think I am gay, and I'm not. I'm not bi. I'm not nothing like that, dude. But he respected that, dude. And like, he never said a fucking word about that, about how handsome I am. And I wasn't like, you know, I'm not like homophobic where I'm like, oh, don't say that I'm handsome. But like, I respected that about him. You know what I mean? He's a really good friend of mine today. You know, we still talk and stuff. And, you know, I've met him, and we're going to meet again. He's a good friend, dude. He's a real true friend of mine, dude. I love Nasty Nathaniel, man. Great guy. Huge respect for him. Yeah, okay, so let's do this then, because a lot of people are saying that Nasty Nathaniel is the only one that you know of. So let's put it in the chat who you think might be. Who's a suspect? Let's get ourselves fucking some controversy in here. Because, I mean, I have my suspects. I'll say, I ain't scared. Don't be scared. Oh, you know what? I don't think Wicked's in here anymore, but Wicked, if you're in here, bro, if you ever had these Larry's cookies, dude. I know there's other suspects. I know somebody's thinking of something right now and they're scared to put it in the chat. I know they're suspects. Come on. 2025. Yeah, 16 grams. But they fool you because a serving is only half a cookie. So they do that to lower the calories and stuff. See, because like it's 220 calories for a half and 440 for a full. And then you got carbs, 33 grams for a half. Who eats a half of these cookies, dude? Then 66 grams for a full. And then sugars, 11 grams and 22 grams. And then protein, 8 grams and 16. But the problem too, though, is if you look at the type of protein, it's pea protein, rice protein. Is that what it is? Oh, I thought it was whey protein isolate. A lot of times they'll put whey protein isolate in these. And isolate, it's a good quality protein, but it's not good for like eating to put on muscle. Like it's only good for like right after your workout. It's called isolate because it's isolated into the last bit until it turns into usable protein. So like if it's in and out of your system quickly, it's only good like right after your workout, because right after your workout you're very susceptible to absorb nutrients, so you can absorb them quickly. But no, I guess it's pea protein though. I don't know how fast pea protein absorbs. It says pea and rice protein. I thought it was protein isolate though. So maybe it's better. They're so good though, dude. They're so bomb. I love those cookies. J-Town Press. Okay, we got a suspicion here. J-Town Press. Let's write them down. No, I don't need to write them down. I'll remember. Chili. I confirm that, dude. I mean, that's got to be confirmed. Okay, so we got J-Town Press for, a possibility. Casey Camera Boy. I mean, I don't know if you're just clowning or if you're being serious, but I guess I could see that. People think that I'm gay and I'm not. I guess I could understand that. If I had to guess, I don't think he's gay. I don't think he's gay, but I could see where that could be like a question. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. He might be gay, but hold on. What's the guy's hangs with Nasty Nathaniel and Casey, I think Ghost something? I don't know who that is. I don't know Ghost something. Tav is gay as fuck. I mean, if you don't like him, okay, but I mean, realistically, I don't think he's gay as fuck. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe he is kind of gay, but If I had to guess, I don't think he's gay. Oh, for Buck Safety. Okay, here we go. For Buck Safety has at very least been pegged. Okay, so I can tell you don't like, for public safety and angry vet. I get it. I know who GAV is, the angry vet, the angry vag. Yeah, I know. You don't have to explain the acronym. I mean, I know a lot of times I don't know the acronym. That's true, but I do know those guys. Mr. Ghost isn't gay. He got 4 Latina girlfriends to feed. I don't even know who Mr. Ghost is, man. See, I told you guys I already know. I don't know everyone. Both. I mean, if they're jail gay, then they're on here. They're on the list because we don't have enough gay people. Direct D is not gay. You just don't like Direct D? Is that what it is, Wade? I mean, I can get if you don't like him, but I mean, he's not gay, dude. I can assure you that. You like Direct D, but you think he's gay? Are you being serious or are you just clowning? I don't know what you're doing. You clowning, say like, guys, we make fun of people that we like. So I don't know. Is that what you're doing? Or do you actually think he might be gay? I don't know. Is he gay because he stuck a cell phone in his ass when he was in jail? Is that why he's gay? I mean, I can assure you, I've never stuck anything in my ass while being in jail, but if you join like a gang and shit, they'll make you do that shit. Like, you have to fucking do it. And if you don't do it, then you're out of the gang and then they beat your fucking ass for not going with the program, dude. So, like, they don't just let you in a gang to like not put any work in. Like, you have to put in work. If you want to be protected by them, then you got to put in work, dude. And so they'll make you keister some dope, keister whatever, dude. I don't know if he was in a gang or not. I'm just speculating, but I don't know anything about that. He never told me about it, but I have heard about it. I've seen stuff on it on the internet. Maybe he keistered a phone because he wanted to fucking talk on a cell phone, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that could be it too. Who's a hilarious auditor? Which one though? Who's his punchline? Okay. Could be a hater. I never thought of him as gay myself. Four Corners. He admitted it. Who admitted it? Four Corners admitted it? Or Mr. Ghost admitted it? Hold on. We got to get this right because we can't be making false shit here. Who admitted what? We're getting in trouble here now. We just got to make sure we're clear. D, what did D admit? D didn't admit he's gay. That's not true. What did D admit? He admitted that he put the phone in his ass? I know that's true, yeah. He didn't admit he's gay though. Oh, he's hilarious. Okay. You got, all right. Give me a video to play from him. Let's play a video. A short one, though. I don't want a long ass one. Something I can just play quick. Because I don't know who Mr. Ghost is. I've never heard of him before. Four Corners ain't gay. I was watching Direct D live. He was saying I fucked someone before, so what? Fuck you. If it bothers someone, what? Direct D live or Christopher Ruff? You're gonna have to give me a link and a timestamp on that, dude. I need a link and a timestamp to confirm that. And was he being like serious, or was he just like, you know, being how he is? Okay, hold on. He gave me the link. I know you give me a link. I gotta do it this way though. It doesn't work like that. Okay, all right, cool, perfect, dude. 12 minutes. It's got 459,000 views. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Definitely worth it. Yeah, let me see if I can figure this out. Takes a while sometimes for my computer to pick it up. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Man schools sassy officer after failing to censor his First Amendment rights. Still waiting. My computer takes forever to. All right. I'll come back and check on it because sometimes it takes a long time. Yeah, it was probably on Christopher Ruff, whatever you're talking about. Yeah, I think it's probably more than likely being facetious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he wasn't like admitting that he was gay and he was serious. Like, if I had to bet my life savings on that, I'd say that's probably what happened. Yes. Username watches a lot of audits, dude. Whoops. Right here. I mean, he watches all the police activity videos, which I love those. It's a good channel. I love that channel too. I'm the Christopher Quarterfoot channel VJ. What's a VJ? Oh, video jockey. He does watch a lot of those. He's one of those guys that, like, there's people in this like community that I've noticed. They know everything about the new shit, like whatever's happening in the community, who got arrested, who did this, who created this case law, who, everything, dude. I never know any of that shit. But, you know, some people have time to like watch videos all day. I mean, they literally just, I don't know username if you watch videos all day, but I know you definitely spend hours a day watching videos, bro. They have time to just sit there and fucking watch and be up on every fucking thing. And like, you guys know Cliff Williams? He was telling me, he's like, dude, this is going on. I'm like, dude, I don't have time to fucking like, I don't have time to sit there and be up on everything that's going on. He's like, I know. That's why he like started his channel so that he can like keep people up on shit that like we don't have time to like stay up on it. You know what I mean? You watch 10 audits a day? Lanes. I don't get into the lane. I don't even know really what's going on with that, but I do know that I don't want to get involved in the Lane Myers direct. I don't even know what's going on, dude. But I did see some of that shit on Christopher Ruff channel, and I did go up. I mean, it's already out there. I went up on the Christopher Ruff channel and defended Christopher Ruff. And like the only thing that I was said is I don't even know who Lane Myers. I know who he is. I've heard of him, but I don't like. He's not like some kind of like big time activist, dude. And the only thing that I said was that Lane Myers was talking to Direct D like he's his big homie, dude. He was talking to him like dude, he'd been doing this for years, and like, you know, like he's the big homie, dude, and he needs to just chill out or something. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really talk to anyone like that, dude. And I certainly wouldn't talk to Direct D like that, dude. I mean, that seems crazy to me, dude. So I thought that was a little bit arrogant of him. But I don't know what's going on. I don't even fucking have a clue. I don't care either about their shit. 10 audits a day, that's pretty good. So that's why I don't like dropping videos every single day, because not everyone has time to watch 10 audits a day. Even at 10 audits a day, you're not going to watch every audit. You know what I mean? Even Wade Lucero can't watch every single audit. So you don't want to drop a ton of videos every single day. Oh, dropping one this morning? I maybe watch a couple. I watched BAT today and DMA's vid. Right on. I mean, those vids on the DMA channel, dude, I appreciate you watching them, dude. Of course, they're old videos, but I mean, they're still a DMA video. It's just they're nothing new. But if you haven't seen them yet, I mean, yeah, I think I got a lot of good stuff that's old, you know. I mean, I have been around for, you know, almost 4 years now, so there's a lot of old stuff that's pretty good, I think. You might probably not have seen it all. The short summary: Lane lied and D called him out on it. That's literally all it is. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I got that video up yet. Well, this new guy, Ghost something. Oh, here it is. Okay, listen, gotta check this out. It looks like a good video, dude. Oh, come on. It's not letting me play it. Come on. Oh, it's being stupid. There we go. Let's check this out, guys. Okay, I like him so far. Shit. Hold on. I think I have the wrong. Hold on. I think I have the wrong fucking thing up here. Hold on. Fuck. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I think this is it. Yes. Okay. My bad. I think I totally fucked that off here. Let me just delete these. Okay. Sorry, guys. That's why thing was all acting all fucked up. Okay, hold on. Here we go. We'll start over here.
Very nice lady. You have a lot of class.
Let me see.
Ma'am, guys, keep your distance, please.
Oh, what's wrong?
So I'm investigating somebody in here. Could be you.
3 people call. Can you see how it would make someone uncomfortable?
No, I can't.
I'm not.
It's 2023.
So if
There's
someone-
cameras up there.
if someone were recording where
Your
you-
camera is making me very uncomfortable, ma'am.
Let's see how somebody might think he's crazy.
What's up, guys? It's your number one YouTuber, Mr. Ghost. Now, today, you're going to see 4 cops get called out here at this USPS office over one peaceful man with a camera. So today, we're going to continue our social experiments called 1A audits to see how the public reacts to a harmless camera. A lot of people will scream and complain, I can't record, when they pull out their phone and do the exact same thing to me. So let's see the hysteria and also some rational people as well. So like and subscribe, and let's do this.
I didn't give you permission to video record me.
Oh, my boss gave me permission, ma'am. Why is your hand up?
I don't want you to video me.
Why are you filming?
Why am I filming?
Yeah.
I'm doing a private investigation.
Okay.
Yes, that's why. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm video recording, ma'am.
What?
I've been sent here to do a private investigation.
What?
I've been sent here to do a private investigation. Why do you have envelopes by your head?
Because I don't want to be on film.
Okay. I'm video recording. Yes, sir.
For what purpose?
I work with for a private investigator. So I'm investigating somebody in here. Could be you.
You're ignored.
Very nice lady. You have a lot of class. You can talk to me like a human being instead of flipping me off. Goodbye.
We show our faces. Why can't you show your face?
It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Why do you have glasses on? Very classy lady. Very classy. Merry Christmas. Don't do what?
Do it.
Don't do what?
No pictures.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Hello.
Why are you wearing a fake beard?
Oh, it's not fake. It's real.
Let me see.
Ma'am, guys, keep your distance, please.
Oh, what's wrong? What
Nothing's
happened?
wrong. What happened? What happened with you?
No, I was just wondering why you're recording.
Oh, I'm doing a private investigation. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all. No need to worry.
Scared me.
No, you scared me.
You scared me.
You scared me first.
I like this guy.
Merry Christmas, guys.
What are you doing?
On video recording, ma'am.
Why?
You seem angry. You're not angry, are you?
Yes, it does. It's privacy. Yes, I am angry.
Oh, why are you angry?
Because you're doing it.
No, it's only a camera, ma'am. It's harmless, I promise.
You're harmless.
Merry Christmas.
You guys need anything?
Do I need anything? I'll give you some hot cocoa if you have some hot cocoa. No? No, it's fine. It's too cold for that. So,
Just filming?
yeah. Just doing what you see. Minding my own business.
Sounds good. Huh?
Yeah, just like he is. He's radio recording. Do you want to go speak to him too, or?
I'll see if he's
Yeah. I'm very suspicious of him. Look at him.
Yes.
Glasses, hat, video recording. Isn't that very weird? I'm about to call the police on him. I think you should talk to him, guys.
Dude, I fucking love that right there, bro. Excellent. So many times people are just sitting there recording, they're calling the police on you, and then they record you, right? And he pointed that out. I don't think anyone's ever done that. Pointed that shit out that, hey, you know, this guy over here, he's recording me right now. You should go talk to him. It's very suspicious. I like this guy.
You need something?
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're filming, sir?
I'm a journalist working on a story.
I'm sorry?
I'm a journalist working on a story.
What kind of story are you working on?
Oh, it's undercover. So I can't say. Now we have 3. 3 cops over. There you go. See?
We just got a call, man.
No, I get it, but I'm calling you guys about him now.
I'm gonna go talk to him right now.
Yeah.
Please. Will all 3 of you talk to him? Like I have 3. I'm surrounded by 3 people with guns because I have a camera. He has a camera too. Nobody's surrounding him. Look, he's calling me names.
We've got people that have called, 3 people have called the police on you because you're harassing these people.
I have not harassed one person. Look,
Hey, sir, can you just go over there? We'll talk to you in just a second. Okay.
I have nothing to say, ma'am.
Okay, why are you recording?
I don't have to tell you.
Okay, do you understand though how it would make someone uncomfortable walking in and out of an establishment?
I'm a journalist working on a story.
Okay, and you have every right to do that. But
Okay,
it's
then
not
I have nothing to
how that
say.
makes them uncomfortable.
That's not my concern. You're making me
How
very
is it not your
uncomfortable.
concern?
You're making me very uncomfortable. No, can I have your name and badge number, please?
Andrade 1491.
Thank you.
Yeah. So can you see how someone, especially with their kids, might feel uncomfortable?
I choose to remain silent.
You can. You're not under arrest.
Oh, I know that. And I won't be. I'm out here legally and peacefully minding my own business. And now I'm surrounded by 3.
You're not minding your own business.
I am
You're
minding my own
recording
business.
Families walking in and out of the post office.
I'm minding my own business.
That's
I have
not
not made contact. Yes, it is.
It's not.
Using my First Amendment right to record in public is minding my own business.
It's not your own business.
You're not minding-
everybody's business if you're recording them.
You're not minding my business.
I'm not minding your business.
You're very curious about me for some reason.
Yeah, because like he said, 3 people called. Can you see how it would make someone uncomfortable?
No, I can't.
How not?
It's 2023.
So if
There's
someone-
cameras up there.
If someone were recording where
Your camera is making me very uncomfortable, ma'am. Your body camera is making me very
So
uncomfortable.
what do you want me to do about that?
Should I call the police on you?
You can.
Okay,
Feel
I think I
free.
will.
You might have to turn off your recording though to do so, but you can call.
I have multiple phones, ma'am.
Call.
I will when I'm ready.
Okay, you're not ready?
I'm not ready. Why are you so looking at me with such unease and aggressiveness and the look in your eyes?
Aggressiveness?
Yeah, I can tell in your eyes.
Okay.
I'm a lawful citizen standing in public.
I didn't say you were unlawful. I didn't
Then
say any of the things.
what-
Everything that you're denying, you're saying about yourself.
Okay, I would like to be left alone.
Okay. And these people would like to be left alone.
I have not made contact with anybody, ma'am.
Okay.
He's been
You're still
leaving them alone.
recording them. And like I said, like what if someone was outside of your kid's school recording? Would you fight this same fight? Like, hey, they can do this?
This is not a school, ma'am.
I'm asking you, what if though?
If they're in public.
Here we go with the kid stuff again, guys. The whole kids thing. Oh, what if you were to record a kid? What if they were here with their kids? Like, who cares, man? Like, do I have to ask permission every time I drive by a school with my dash cam on? If I ask them permission, I mean, it's so fucking stupid. This whole kids thing is gotten so way out of hand, man. It's ridiculous.
Public, they have a right to record. You know that. I know that.
So what are you investigating then?
It's undercover journalism. I don't reveal my
You're a
sources.
bitch.
Undercover, just wearing a fake beard.
You don't tell me what I can wear or what I do.
Again, you're making up this one-sided story. I didn't say you can't wear that.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's not undercover wearing a fake beard.
You don't tell journalists how they do their job.
Just like you don't tell me how to do my job. And you told me to back away to not talk to you. I
I
have
didn't.
every right to talk to you too.
I didn't say back away.
You did. You said it, and that I was making you very aggressive.
Okay, so what's the purpose of this? Can I?
You can stay here.
Oh, I know I can. I know I can. Just like everyone else can stay here. Just like he was recording. Nobody's bugging him.
Well, then why were you mad at him if he was recording?
I'm not mad at him. I'm pointing out the hypocrisy. I'm pointing out the hypocrisy.
How so?
Look. Let me tell you something. I know I'm tall. I know I'm very handsome. I know that's why I have the female cop on me and the men aren't. But I'm not single, ma'am. I'm sorry, I'm not single. You seem to be very attracted to me.
Oh,
I have 3 girlfriends, so I don't have room for another one.
it's okay. Wasn't trying to.
I'm sorry. Well, you seem
Nor
to
would
be.
I ever.
You seem to be. You won't leave me alone. Usually when girls don't leave me alone, kind of
So
means
Are you
something.
attracted to all these people that you won't leave alone then?
Look, you're the female officer. You're in my face. You're trying
In
to
your
get
face?
information from me.
In your face.
Yes. I could have COVID and you don't care about how close you are to
When
him.
you have that fake beard covering your mouth.
Yes, it is. For your safety.
You're so kind.
Thank you. But yeah, I have 3 girlfriends. I'm really not interested, ma'am. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, but
Try and survive another day.
okay. It's very hard. It's been hard for a lot of females, but you'll get through it.
I'll try my hardest.
Okay.
Might still struggle.
Possibly. But yeah, 3 cops over 1 dude with a camera. Pretty crazy.
See? Like that was not necessary.
That's your opinion. As long as I stay legal, you guys can freak out all you want.
Freak out?
You're obviously having an issue with what I'm doing.
Oh, a lot of people are having issues. with
You're okay. You're supposed to educate them and tell them what I'm doing is legal.
But that still doesn't make it right.
You're not the morality police. We're not in North Korea, ma'am. You should be on the side of the law. These officers are doing a great job. You're the one that has a problem with me doing nothing illegal.
And if it was them standing here, would it be the same thing?
It would, but they know better.
No better how.
Okay, so can I call the police on these people calling misuse of 911? Go talk to them. I've had middle fingers thrown at me. I've been called names. My peace is being disturbed.
Oh, that's very tragic for you. I
It is,
apologize.
just like it's tragic for people to be recorded. You seem to be sympathizing with them and not me. You're supposed to be a neutral enforcer of the
I'm
law.
asking you, do you not see how it would make them uncomfortable?
I see the concern. And if someone has a problem, look, a lot of people, they will come up to me like a human being and say, hey, what's up? I understand the concern completely.
And what are you going to give them the same answer that you gave us?
I tell everybody, I'm an independent journalist working on a story. Most people just accept it, walk away. A few people freak out, call the police. Some psychopaths think they need to call 911 over a man with a camera. That's concerning to me. Those people have mental health issues that you should check on.
Okay, I'm sure it's just them.
No one else has. I can show you videos of people having no problem with what I'm doing.
You can do that. And actually,
I could.
where do you typically hang out at then? Where do you go? That these people have no issue with you at all.
Well, I usually don't tell the government what I do or what I'm doing or where I'm going. Yeah, it's not very.
Well, you're telling me that you can show me and then you don't want to show me.
No, I say I could show you. I could. Finally, thank you, sir. She wouldn't leave me alone.
You're taking pictures?
Well, I understand the concern. Yeah. So when they ask me, I tell them exactly what I'm doing. I work for a private investigator.
Oh.
So I'm completely honest with people when they ask me, which I completely understand the curiosity.
Yeah.
So when I tell them what I'm doing, they're still upset with me, even though I'm not here for them.
I wonder what you think you're doing with the information.
I don't know. It's just a camera. Nothing to freak out about. But you know how people are.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, ma'am. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out here with the camera and people are calling the police. They're freaking out. No reason why, but
That's crazy.
yeah. Thank you, sir. Have a good holiday. Thank you, guys. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 cops over 1 man with the camera. There you have it, guys. It took 4 officers to come out and address 1 man with a camera. Doesn't that seem like just a bit overboard to you guys? I think so. Anyway, the 3 male officers were cool as heck, but the female officer sure had a problem with me looking deep into my eyes with those beady eyes, the angry look she had on her face, all because I wouldn't give in or cave to her morality speech. Anyway, yeah, they left. I'm still here. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. So after watching Mr. Ghost, I have to subscribe and like. I put on all. And that guy's Latino, right? There's no way he's a white guy. But thanks for that. How long has he been around? Hold on, let me check. Let's put it back on this to see how old his channel is and stuff. Let's check him out. I want to check him out. So he's got 19.4 thousand subscribers, 52 videos. That's pretty good. He's got 2 million views. And he joined almost a couple years ago. Only 52 videos for 20,000 subs. That's pretty good. I bet you he doesn't have many shorts, does he? No, he has no shorts. Okay, that makes sense. No shorts. He's good. I'm a fan for sure. I thought he was hilarious. He was well educated. He brought entertainment as well as education to the whole video. Good job. I liked him. His videos are well edited too. Yep. I mean, that makes a big difference for me. I mean, what do you think, username? Like, do you notice that kind of stuff? Obviously you do. But like I always thought, because like I literally spend so much time editing my videos, dude. Like I'll spend like probably at the bare minimum 20 hours, like half a week. 40. Now it's looking like 40 to 60 hours of video doing my spend editing, making sure everything's perfect. And I do a lot of voiceover, special effects and graphics and video transitions and everything, dude. Like color correction, all that shit. But I'm like, I know that maybe it helps a little bit, but I don't think it's helping views wise. Like if you look at, like High Desert Community Watch, that's what I compare it to. One of my favorites, dude. And he doesn't have any highly edited videos. Like it's just kind of throws shit up there raw. In the beginning, I used to always know that he would talk for like 5 minutes about nothing. And then finally he'd get into the good part. Like he didn't do hardly anything, dude. He had tons of views. Like the quality of your content is by far the most important thing. But like if I add all this editing in, is it really helping like get more views or not? You know what I mean? Like maybe you might notice it and some people might notice it, but is it helping like with the views wise? I don't know. I don't think so. But I can't, now that I know that I can edit a video a specific way, I can't go back to just throwing straight raw cuts in there and like hardly anything. I can't do that. Really? I thought he sounded Spanish, bro. Well, yeah, he doesn't have as many subscribers because infrequently and because he has only had 52 videos. I mean, it goes by the video, right? Mainly too. So, 52 videos in 2 years, that's like, it's not very many. That's like 25 videos a year. 26 videos a year. That's not that many. And he has no shorts. Shorts builds your channel quite a bit, actually. You get a lot of subscribers from shorts. But no, I mean, I think he's great, dude. I definitely watch his videos. His videos are kind of like, so you said that he's part of the Casey Camera Boy crew. I can see that because he's got that same kind of personality, And I like Casey Camera Boy, dude. Some people don't like him because he's one of those record like people like eating and shit. And like I haven't seen all of Casey Camera Boy's videos, but so I can't really say. But like the ones that I have seen, I haven't seen any like super antagonistic type shit. There is someone that he rolls with. I don't want to call him out by name. Part of that crew, where I'm like, ugh, dude, like it's not illegal, but like I can't get down with that shit, dude. There's another person in that crew that I can't get down with him, dude. And this was before I even had a channel, and I was watching him. I was like, dude, what? Why do you do that, dude? That's like stupid. But this guy's funny, dude. He seems kind of just like Casey Camerboy, dude. Kind of Spanish accent too, just like Casey Camerboy. I think he was Middle Eastern at all. One, two, three, four, fifth. Long Beach Observer. That's another one I don't know. Long Beach Observer. I know that Nasty Nathaniel's worked with Casey Camerboy. He told me about it. He's like, fuck that guy. Just kidding. But I know Nasty Nathaniel's worked with High Desert. All the auditors come from California. It's like the main state for auditing. It started really, I think it probably started, well, a lot of it started in New York too, though. The East and the West. What's that guy's name? Something Thomas. Does anyone know? I always forget this guy's name. But he's from New York, and he's a black auditor. And he claims on his about section, it says the original First Amendment auditor. And like his videos are like from like 2013 or something, like really old. What's that guy's name? It's like something Thomas, some black dude from New York, man. And I was like, holy shit, before audits were popular. Because nowadays, even in New York, the cops won't act that dumb. You know what I mean? But back then, they were acting fucking dumb. Like they weren't used to audits and blowing up on YouTube back then. Now, at least they know, like, hey, dude, I don't want to be a YouTube star. Username. You know, I'm not against recording like private property. I'm not. Some people hate it. I don't. I think it's entertaining. It's funny. I watch First Amendment audits to be entertained, just like a lot of people do. And I'm not against it. I just don't do it myself. Usually. I've done one audit, I think, that's out of my hundreds of videos, I've done one that was private. And that's just because I had a personal bad experience with that company. But I've never been the type that's like, oh, you know, if you record private businesses, that's out of line. I don't think so, dude. I mean, the First Amendment's the First Amendment, dude. I've even thought about it. I even thought about doing some bank audits, dude. I thought maybe if I did one, I would do like a federal credit union, you know, because it's federal rather than private. But I thought about doing some shit like that because, I mean, some of these bank audits are hilarious. They get so uptight. They get so overprotective that it's a bank, you know, and you could be out here in the middle of the day, you know, clear as day, you know, like completely obvious with a camera and what they call casing the joint. Like, dude, come on, bro. Like, I actually want to do like a bank audit. That shit would be hilarious. Yep. It's like I'm against the press says, dude. You know, a lot of people don't like him because of the shit that he does. And I think that he says, I've heard him say, like, you know, it's important that government be educated on their rights, on our rights. But I think it's even more important that citizens be educated on it. And it's true. It's not just government we're trying to educate here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it. We've gone on 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thanks, username. Appreciate you with all the links that you gave today. Keep it the list in the house. Thank you. Wade in the house. Good looking out, dog. John Winchester, my boy. Craig was in here. Thanks for coming in, Craig. And I think that's all I see for now. So everyone have a great night. Peace.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tights, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improve, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing the cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improve, but you ain't even flexing. 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 But you ain't even flexing.